All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the stream once more. We're here with the debut, the premiere of a new show known as the Banter Debrief. What does that mean? We're going to
Rolls off
break
the
all that
tongue.
down today. It
Rolls
really
off the
does, the
tongue, baby.
Banter Debrief. I can picture a reggae song with that title. I'll tell you that right now.
Right.
Yeah, I'm very excited, though. And, it's me. It's me and my main man, Phil. Phil, how's it going? Classic.
It's going good, Puya. It's going great. Just got off a long Among Us sesh from last night. We're back again Monday with this new concept. And trust me, you guys, you're not gonna want to. When you hear what this is all about, your minds are gonna be blown. It's gonna be crazy. It's just like make sure your expectations are super high because we're going to meet them.
That's right. That's right. So speaking of expectations being high, let's quickly out the gate let you know what you've signed up for today, right? So first of all, you see this hashtag here. I don't even know how much traction that's going to get, but I noticed that this hashtag is not being used, so I'd like to claim it. So from now on, if anyone's using this hashtag, we'll know it's ours. So that's cool. But here is what's happening here. So the Banter Debrief, what does that stand for? It stands for a concept that's loose. It's a loose concept. Okay? So, boom. Me and Phil are coming in with stuff that we want to talk about, but ahead of time, we're not telling each other what we've brought in. So, I have some thoughts I want to share. We're going to talk about it. He has some shit he wants to bring up. We'll talk about it. It could be anything from like shit going on in pop culture, music, just takes on food, anything. Literally, shower thoughts, whatever. And we go and talk about that, okay? So that's where the briefcase comes in. Because you put your notes in your briefcase. And since me and Phil, clearly both professionals of the business world, you gotta have your briefcase.
Absolutely, Puya. Like, what would a businessman be without a briefcase full of very important topics?
Exactly. And
Nothing.
you see the background here. That's the cover art, baby. Shout out to Mandy, the best mod, with the cover here. That is our graphic for this. I should have put it in the background. Missed opportunity, but it'll be there next time. And let me know if you wanted me to fill anything in the bottom here out. Let me know, so that we make sure that we do that. All right, Phil.
Yo,
Right out the gate. Right out
what's
the
good?
gate.
What's
You
good?
said you were having coffee before we went live. I'm having a coffee. I have to ask you, are you snobbish with your coffee?
All right, so check me out. My coffee origin story. Let's see. So I was always partial to just black coffee. Love the taste of coffee,
Interesting.
but also, um, it's mostly a vessel. It's mostly a vessel to get caffeine into me because I feel like, I'm not a human without it. So I was very partial to actual gas station shit like coffee sludge, that
Hmm.
7-Eleven drip. Uh, but now I'm a new man. I moved across the country. Uh, I'm in a brand new world of Ontario, Canada, and wow, Jenny owns an espresso machine,
Oh shit.
so it's basically been a life changer for me. I love espresso. It's just so delicious tasting. And right now I got I don't want to actually pronounce it wrong. But you know
Oh
when you
no
got the
no no! I
fancy
want to hear it.
Italian
I want
coffees.
to
You got
hear
the
it.
fancy. Okay, so it's should I Google it? It's
I don't. Are
like
you gonna get the pronunciation off Google? That's the question.
no, it's arpeggio. It's like a capsule. It's like a 9 uh intensity level. It's my favorite thing in the world, and we drink it
Intensity
all the
level.
time. Yeah, so on Nespresso, go to Nespresso.com right now, okay? You
Why?
gotta check out the capsules on Nespresso.com. Like, and already the riveting content, baby. Everybody in the chat right now, get on Nespresso.com. I'm not even on
I
Nespresso.
don't even know. Okay, so what am I? It's generic. Like I'm seeing
So,
generic coffee right now.
okay, so check me out. Check me out. Okay, so there's like a Keurig, right? All right. And then you get Nespresso, and it's like one step up above a Keurig, where they have like the coffees have fancy names. But it's basically the same thing, right? I don't know. I have no idea. I'm not actually a coffee snob, but this is like
So if
compared to where I was in the
right
7-Eleven streets, this
where
is
I
where I
was, where
live
I'm
now.
at, gotcha. So
Right.
first of all, our mutual buddy MJC donated $6.69. Nice.
Nice.
Thank you, MJC.
69.
We might be introducing a new segment on here. We'll see where if we get a donation with a message, Phil has to turn it into a song, but we're not quite there yet. So
Okay, wait a sec. I feel like you're greatly like overestimating my abilities to produce a song.
I mean, you really brought joy to my heart with the Pass the Mic 2 edition of Hide and Seek on Friday. So that is something that I would like to carry on in our friendship, and I feel like if an opportunity presents itself, I'm going to pass the mic to Phil.
Right. And you know what? The thing is like nothing, creates deeper bonds between a group of friends like a good old fashioned terrible cipher where nobody even raps. It's so good. And I'm sure people love to hear it because I'm not a coffee snob, but I'm definitely a shitty freestyle rap snob. And when I hear
You like specific shitty rap is what you're telling me?
no, I'm just saying that like when people who are like rapping as a joke, like it's not funny to me. That's cornball shit. I hate it so much. It makes me angry. It's like I went to the store and look, I'm rapping, baby. But also I do it ironically
like 70s
myself
rap, yeah.
all the time as a joke because it's like
same.
funny. Like Jenny was even saying on the stream, like Phil is always just rapping like he's from like Rapper's Delight shit. Like, well, not even Rapper's Delight, but you know what I mean.
But that
like,
that kind of vibe.
like,
Yeah. Yeah, no, I also do a lot of the making random sounds and songs about shit I'm doing in the house that makes no sense. So I feel you on that.
But I hate it when other people do it.
Yeah,
you know
it's okay when I do it. It's not as great when other people do it.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, no. It's gotta be. It's all about context, baby. Okay, like if you know you're bad and you're like, I don't know, maybe sometimes. Never mind. Anyways, whatever. I'm inconsistent, and if you've ever watched me on a Puya stream before, you know that I'm very inconsistent. So,
is that the canon? Is that a thing we know?
I mean, from
Did you just
Cheerless
dab?
Tuesday.
Did you just fuck? I was trying to fix my. Did you dab?
No. What do you? No. What?
In 2020.
No, dog. That's
you
sus.
chose to dab. It is very sus. And you dabbed.
Sus.
Okay. You know what?
No.
I'm gonna quickly segue and thank Donna for the 100 bits and Mike for the subscription. Thank you. Appreciate it. Less than 2 to you. So I brought this up. I asked this. So you're saying that now you're probably in the more snobbish position. So what if someone offered you instant coffee?
I would drink it.
You drink it?
No, I would drink it. Yeah, I'm not like no.
Okay.
So
We're on the same page.
in terms of that, like, no, I'm not a snob in that way. Like, I'll definitely drink any coffee. Like, I'm not a picky person in general. Like if like I will basically try anything. In terms of food, in terms of just anything. So come at me.
I mean, we learned about your apples and vinegar thing that you found.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
That was the last time you were here.
Right. So I do have a couple snacks. Oh wow, that was a while ago. Hey, what a time.
Was Phil. That was literally so. This stream was debuted June 1st. Okay.
Right.
It was the first time I streamed. Like 2 or 3 days later, we did the first tier list, and that was the chips tier list. So that would have been like 3rd or 4th of June. So that was like almost 6 months ago.
Wow. Time flies. Time really flies.
It flies, but also it simultaneously goes way too slow.
I feel like you've been streaming my whole life. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like you've just been on these Twitch streets since I was born. Doing the thing?
Yeah.
I don't know. It feels like you were born on Twitch. Like, I just feel like that's Puya. He's on Twitch.
Yeah. No, I was another person in another life.
That's wild. So wait, so what are you getting at with this coffee conversation? I
brought it up because growing up, I thought coffee was instant coffee. Like I thought that was the main. And then it wasn't until way later where I was like, oh shit, no, this isn't the main. If anything, this is like probably the worst edition of coffee.
Right.
to most people. So I was like, oh damn, I did not know that. I genuinely thought that was the main thing. But no, I'm asking because I don't care, right? For me, coffee is coffee. As long as I can have it the way I want to have it, I'm not mad at it. So my preferred method nowadays is 2 milk, 2 sweetener, I go home. Like that's what I want. That's what I
Okay.
prefer. Yeah.
Right.
And if they don't have milk, almond milk is fine. I will live. But I gotta have my sweetener. I can't have bitter coffee. It's just not. That's not for me. So I'd have a hard time with that.
Yeah. See, I'm not a sweets guy in general. I've probably mentioned this like since every time we've talked, it's been about a food-based thing, I feel like.
Yeah.
I'm not a sweets guy. I was like, especially when I was doing like actual like dieting and stuff, and it's like, oh, you can only drink black coffee, and then I just was like, all right, because I love that stuff. And it's just like I don't know. There's something about like the bitter, ashy, cigarette-y taste of like I don't know. It's weird, right? It's so weird to say that, but also I like it. Like it's like a fun act. It's like the same thing with like spicy food. It's like this is not boring. This is an experience. Something is happening.
I love spicy.
You know what I
food,
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like it's not quite the same, but it's like the same sensation to me in terms of like this is giving me pleasure in a weird, like in a fun way. I don't know. Whatever, guys. All right.
Yeah. So that wasn't. I just thought of that. I was like, I need to bring this up because I have some thoughts about coffee and shit. What? Let's open your briefcase. Do you have anything?
You want to open my?
Let's open your briefcase right out the gate. Yeah.
Okay, so
oh my god, I saw the screen. Do you have a document full of things ready?
Yeah, no,
Man's prepared.
I got an Evernote. Thing open.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I just had like a couple points because I didn't want to come. Like, to me, I was like, here was my thought process. Okay, so like, this is not the first time Puya and I have like tried to like do a project together. Like, me and Puya were like, hey, let's do a wand off together. That never really got, and that never really went anywhere. And like after hearing like the bars of like old news and like the dildo song, I'm really like, wow, we could have been a dynamic duo in the wand off.
We could have tore it up.
But
absolutely.
I was like, it was at a time where I was like kind of like starting to fall off of like doing the wand off and like stuff like that.
Because you were there, you were in that universe for a minute, a whole minute. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not an OG, but like I was in there. I was in Ghost Island, I don't even know. But yeah, so that never really worked. And like then we were gonna do like, and these are like mostly Puya's idea. Like Puya came to me, he's like, okay, so wait, can I like say the thing about the TikTok? About
sure.
Okay, so originally, I don't know if this is like pre-TikTok. I think TikTok Nicole is in the atmosphere, but
is
like
the official spokesperson without a doubt.
Right. So like somewhere in the mix, Puya's like, I am squatting on the username Renap TikTok. So and he was like, let's do something with this. And then like me being my lazy, like I was just like, okay, like I didn't do anything about it. So that never really got off the ground either. Puya's been trying to link. Like he's been trying to link.
Bro.
And now it's like now we have this once a month stream. Puya's like trying to like lift me up and project me to like be a person that makes things, and I'm just like I can't, Daddy, I can't. And then now we're here. Now we're here.
Really, with the Y? Oh my god. Man. Okay, so
now we're here. We got the stream, and I hope this works out. This is fun. We're having fun already. Like okay. So let's get to my first. Let's open the briefcase. I wish I had like I wanted to over prepare, and I wanted to get like an actual briefcase, and I wanted to show up in like a suit and tie. But I was like, come on, like. That's never gonna happen. Like, even if like that would be a fun bit, but come on, Phil, you're Phil. You're not gonna do that.
Daddy, don't eat it. Daddy, don't eat it. No, Daddy, I don't want to eat it.
That was you like 2 minutes ago to me. I don't know why that happened, but now you're Ken Jeong and I'm Nick Cannon. But yeah, no, I mean, here's the thing. I was like, I would love to have a briefcase for this occasion, but that would mean I have to fucking purchase a briefcase. And I don't know if I'm there in my life. Yeah, I'm not about to purchase a briefcase for this.
Check me out. Everyone, hey, chat, open Amazon.com right now. Let's see how much a briefcase goes for. Briefcase. Should I write fancy or no?
I mean, I don't think it's going to be any different, right?
Okay, so the first thing that pops up is a Solo Premium leather-like attaché, hard-sided with combination locks. $39.99 on sale. I don't know if this is a Black Friday sale, but
oh yeah, Road Pro silver aluminum briefcase, $39.91.
Yeah, okay.
They're not as bad as we thought.
That's doable. I honestly, well, maybe I was like on the Gucci site instead of Amazon. That's probably why.
Yeah, maybe you were like trying to overshoot.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So maybe not. But yeah, I guess like maybe down the line if we don't get canceled after the first episode. Like my goal tonight is to not get this stream canceled and not to be canceled. So I'm just gonna.
I mean, I'm hoping you're aiming to get to 2021 with this. That means we need to do at least 2 more streams to get there.
Right. So. Oh yeah, we could do that. We could do it. Honestly, I had like big stage fright before coming on here, but I'm already feeling myself. So let's do this. Let's go into the briefcase.
Yeah. So
play the sound drop, Puya.
We have a sound drop. Okay, I got you. Let me find a sound drop worthy of this moment.
Daddy, don't eat it. Daddy, don't eat it.
No, I'm kidding. We'll do the magic lamp from Masked Singer.
Men in Black.
No, not that one. This one. Whoa, what was that? All right.
I don't know. It went quiet. I don't know. I didn't hear it.
You didn't hear? That's fine. Someone else heard it.
All right. Check me out. So, couple days ago, guys. I don't know what day. Someday this weekend. At Puyaism is messing around with Twitter's new feature called Fleets. And he dropped a fleet. It's of him and Liana. And he's just talking to the camera. He says, "Hey guys, like we got a car. We can go anywhere we want to eat. And where does Liana want to go?" And he points the camera outside the window. And they're at Quiznos.
Yep.
So I just want to like, let's dive deeper. Like, what happened? Where? Like, why did that happen? Where? Why?
Well, this is actually perfect. Yeah, I can give you the complete story here. This actually works out real nice. So
very cool.
We for this weekend rented a car for 2 days, because we had a bunch of things we wanted to do. So basically, we chose not to move, which meant, well, let's look at our place now and see how we can optimize it for the 2 of us for the next year. And that entailed, okay, I need to get a desk for all my stuff here. I need to put this together, package it in a way that is presentable and that doesn't take away from the living room. Because before we had the big dining table here, and that took a lot of real estate. But then once I started using it as a computer table too, it literally meant that it was not getting used for anything else and it was just taking space. So we got that for that reason. The other thing was we wanted to go to Walmart, get some stuff, get some new rugs, basically go on a quick good shopping spree. But also we were aware that, hey, we have the car, so we can drive up to places that are a little bit further from us to get some food. Like, that's the thing let's take a couple meals we want to do. So Liana, bless her heart, big nostalgia with Quiznos. Big nostalgia with Quiznos. So it was her like go-to sub place back in the day. And when it came to deciding where to go for food, because like there's also the other thing is there's a Panda Express like further out from us that you can only get to with a vehicle, which we've done that with the car before. But we found out recently, we were on Uber Eats one night and we saw that, there's a Quiznos somewhere because there's a high delivery fee on it. And what?
You're telling this story wrong.
I am? Okay, wait. And I passed the mic to Liana.
No. So Quiznos has, first of all, I grew up in Denver, Colorado. Quiznos was started in Denver, Colorado. And my dad and we would always go to Quiznos together. Okay, and it was very special. My parents were divorced, and so when I was with my dad, we would have the same routine, and we would go to Quiznos, and I would get the same sandwich. I get the classic Italian because it's the best sandwich ever invented, and that is why it's important to me. And then all the Quiznos closed down because of people like you that refuse to take Quiznos seriously.
I ate at Quiznos.
You fleeted. You fleeted.
I
Ergo,
thought-
you
Oh,
thought that it was
boy.
humorous
I thought it
and
would be a
worthy
fun
of
fleet.
mocking.
Did I not ask for consent on the fleet before the fleet got yeeted?
I didn't realize the tone the fleet would take.
But before I hit send, you could have said no.
Because
Oh,
I let you
boy.
live your life.
Oh, I appreciate you. I had a good time. I enjoyed it, so I'm not exactly complaining about it.
Okay, well, screw you, Phil.
Hey, wait. Okay. So look, I also have a history with Quiznos. Also, I've also literally talked about. I'm pretty sure I talked about it when we did the fast food restaurants, because I'm pretty sure we did not
Rank
put
it high. We did not rank it
Quiznos
high.
very
Yeah.
high.
Thank you, Humby.
Yeah,
Humby
I-
saves me.
I had a beef with Quiznos, but to be fair, it's unwarranted because I've literally never had Quiznos. It was more that I
What's
had
your
a beef. So I had a beef with my English teacher, and my English teacher would make me come to the front of the class and debate him about why Subway is better than Quiznos. And I was just like, fuck this guy. Like, it was more about like, also because I was a little shit in school, obviously. Like, look at me. That's just the energy I give off. So he made me do that in like front of the class. I served him. And even if I didn't serve him, I'll never know that. And I just always hated Quiznos ever since. So I'm open to it. I'm open to it. Like I just said earlier, like I'm open to like eating a let's play. And then also I feel bad now after hearing Liana's very touching tale about Quiznos.
Yeah,
So,
it was definitely nostalgia driven. I didn't fault her for that at all. I just thought it'd be funny to fleet it.
It was a
like,
funny fleet.
I hadn't
It was
fleeted
good.
yet. I was like, this is a good debut. I feel like I'm out and about. How often am I out in the current state of the world? Not that often. So if I was like, this is an opportunity, I took it. So, yeah, I mean, here's the thing, though, and I messaged you this, so you have this in your DMs. Low-key, the sandwich that I had was phenomenal. I really liked it.
This is also where I wanted to go. I was like, what did you get? Because like I feel like you left me on red.
This is something from my briefcase that we'll talk about, and it's texting habits. We'll definitely get to it after we talk about this. So, I had this like steak thing. There were like 3 steak options. I had one of them. I don't remember which one it was, but it was good. So it was steak, onion, mushrooms, and
The usual suspects.
yeah, it was hella hot sauce on that thing, and it was toasted perfectly. Cheese on it, perfect amount. It was just such a win-win for me.
So that's the one thing I do know about Quiznos is they have the conveyor belt toaster in the front, right? And they like make your sandwich and then they put it on the belt and it goes through the thing.
Yeah,
right?
according to Liana, and Liana will come here and correct me if I say anything wrong because I know she's listening. According to Liana, this was something that Quiznos started, and then Subway jacked that swag and started doing toasted.
Oh, does Subway do that? Because when
Subway, they
last time I went
toast
to
the bread.
Subway-
Like it doesn't really, it
Right.
never really feels toasted. You know what I mean?
Right, they have like that like Mary Chef oven where you put you put it in and then it comes out and it's like 30 seconds. It's like boop, boop, boop.
Right. It's like a
It's not
microwave
as-
can do that.
Authentic
Yeah.
as the conveyor belt toasting method, which I'm intrigued by. Me trying to like win Liana back slowly.
Yeah,
because,
yeah.
like, I feel like I heard
Like,
her.
we need to
like,
make sure we're on
emotionally-
Liana's good books.
Right. But yeah, I mean, it was a funny fleet. I enjoyed it. What should I get if I ever go to Quiznos?
The same thing I got. I'm telling you, I think you'd like it. I mean, let's see. I believe I know your. I mean, no, wait. Liana says get the classic Italian.
I'm more interested in the classic Italian if I'm being completely
What? Okay, well, I can't help you there.
So if I go to Subway, I get the spicy Italian, which is just pepperoni is it pepperoni? It's like pepperoni and salami. It's like not even spicy.
is that
I
not the
don't know why they
pizza
call it-
sub? What's the spicy?
No.
Italian?
The pizza sub is just pepperoni, and then so I worked at Subway. Pepperoni is just pizza sub is just pepperoni and the pizza sauce. Spicy Italian, it's like not on the menu anymore. But it's just like it's like Genoa salami and pepperoni, and then you put whatever the fuck you want on it.
Cool.
I get like hot peppers and like bullshit. But like I haven't been to Subway in however long, but pretty good. I like an Italian sandwich. I'm
I'm not mad at it, but I also like wouldn't drive for it, if that makes sense.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Foods that I wouldn't drive for. Quiznos. Like, look, I'm willing to try Quiznos. I'm not renting a car. No. Okay. Wait. Okay. Should I stop?
You love Quiznos. You love Quiznos.
Where is she? Where is she? Okay. Yeah. I love Quiznos. I would drive 20-25 kilometers to get Quiznos.
Now
And
that
I guess we'll just wrap it up.
now that I've had it, I would literally fly for Quiznos. I would.
Wow. I would swim for Quiznos. Okay.
I don't think I can one up that. I think we finish it at swim. So the next topic I wanted to bring up was texting.
Wait, open the briefcase, Puya.
Oh, yes. Okay, cool.
Daddy, don't eat it. Daddy, don't eat that. Don't.
Nope, that's the wrong one. That's just a soundbite of Phil saying stuff. Okay.
You gotta get like the what's the fucking Howie Mandel show again?
America's Got Talent?
No,
Deal or No Deal.
Deal or No Deal music.
Yeah.
You gotta steal that. Watch it. I don't know about Twitch right now.
No, we'll find it. We'll
There's a
do a
big
custom
music
one.
thing.
We'll figure out what we want to do.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, there we go. Whoa, what was that? Okay. So, if we surveyed 100 people that know you,
Right.
how do you think you would do on a scale of 1 to 10 as someone, if the question was, how good of a texter is Phil?
0 out of 10. Oh, 1 to 10. 0.
1 out of 10.
Yeah, 0. I'm bad. I'm bad. I'm very bad.
What makes you a bad what aspect of your text game
Okay,
is weak?
so I wouldn't like the only reason, like, I'm hyperbolic by nature, but the only reason I'm going 0 on a scale of 1 to 10 is that, like, I fail in every aspect. You know, like, I don't text back. I either send I either don't text back, or I like send string messages of like 20 texts in a row, like to convey like one thought. I'm just like sending 20 texts in a row, and then after I send that, like, I won't respond for like 8 hours, and you know what I mean? It's like I'm all over the map here, Puya.
I mean, here's the thing. I feel like I would end up. I have all the makeups of a good texter, but I am awful at replying, which kind of halves my points, if that makes sense. So, like, as far as reading the text, replying with a good message, I've got that stuff down. But I don't reply properly. Like, here's the thing. Liana is probably the only person in the last 4 years who I text back immediately, and I've texted back like consistently from the top. There's so many people in my inbox that I've been like, oh, I'll get to that, and then it's been 4 days, and I'm like, well, now it's too late, I can't get to it. Or I'm like, oh, I'll get to it tonight, and then I'll forget. Now it's been a month, and I just haven't replied, and I'm like, at some point I need to reply somehow. Like, this is I can't not talk to them again. So that's a problem.
So that's a problem I also have, where it's like I want to give a thoughtful response, but my brain is not that quick. So if I'm going to give a thoughtful response, I want to think about what I want to say first, and then eventually I've waited too long, and it's like too weird to go back to that conversation and just be like, okay, this is what I'm saying now. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Actually, quite likely I'm overthinking it. But also, I personally don't like when I get just like a message where it's just like, I hit you back just because, like just to say I did. Like, I want to have a thoughtful conversation. We have a conversation. You know what I mean? Like, so that's where I'm coming from in terms of like why I'm bad. I think I'm just making excuses, but
yeah, I mean, I've never so personally between the two of us, I've never felt like you don't reply to my messages, which is good. And it's like I don't feel like, oh man, it's been a while, so that's good. Because like also that's my thing. Like I have conversations with people where it's like we're sending each other back and forth like longer messages, so it's like a catch up. It's like, yeah, I've been doing this, and this. What have you been up to? And I'm like, oh, I've been doing this, and this. But then sometimes because I don't want to just reply back with 2 lines, I'm like, I need to take the time to send a proper text back, and I don't want to just send you the oh, ha ha ha, I get what you're saying, that's funny. Like I can't. Like
The pet peeves. These are my pet peeves. Sometimes I'm like, when people ask me what my pet peeves are, I can't think of them on the spot. But like when you bring this up in a conversation, like I hate LOL. I hate it. Like I don't care what you mean by it.
I don't use
it.
LOL.
Like,
I have to use at least like 6 ha-has so that you know that I care more than just 3 letters. You have to know that.
Cause a haha is an LOL. A ha 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 is like you're at least, putting in the effort here. Did you really laugh? I mean, I don't care if you really laughed. Like, I don't know. Well, actually, I care. Actually, I care. I don't want to see that ha 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 all caps.
I need it.
20
It makes me feel funny.
Right.
Yeah, today I got a text from Liana today that was like, it had an LOL to start, and I can't not read an LOL as sarcastic. And I'm like, why are you ha-haing me like that? Like I definitely felt a little bit like, why'd you LOL me? Like I don't know why I'm there in my life now.
I think that it's just the way that I feel like people use LOL as an own, like on Twitter and stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like if someone's in Ben Shapiro's like mentions, they're like, you're a dumbass LOL, like, except like way smarter because like that's how you own, whatever. Anyways, it's just an example, but like LOL is used as an own so many times that like eventually like the meaning has now shifted to where it is always in a negative connotation in my brain. So like I can't with the LOL. I don't care about your
filler.
intent.
It's honestly filler now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're fillered with a D. Yeah, there we go. Nailed it. Okay.
Yeah. So, anyways,
I'm about like probably a 5, maybe 6, but probably 5.
Okay, 4. So maybe I am being hyperbolic. I would say I feel very validated about like the way, like I feel like I'm not making excuses, and like because like I feel like you're saying a lot of the same things that I feel. So I'm actually gonna bump myself up.
Jenny said you should. Jenny in the chat said that you are better than you give yourself credit for.
So like, thank you, Jenny, by the way. Well, yeah, because I guess like if I was bad, like I wouldn't have been able to finesse a relationship from thousands of miles away.
Exactly.
So I guess maybe I should give myself a little bit of credit. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think it just depends. Because I'm the same way with Jenny. Like what you were saying is that like Jenny is the only person that I will always like respond to as soon as I can. Like, like other than that, like I'm kind of just like trying to like, and not to say I'm not having a thoughtful conversation.
Yeah.
I'm just saying like,
what's your preferred social media texting DMs service?
So I used to be an iMessage guy.
Okay.
But ever since all my friends are like now, like all my like people that I'm like in contact, like I'm still friends, like people from back home, they have my phone number, right? Like,
right.
Most of my friends that I like talk to like in 2020, like I met them on the internet. Mm-hmm. So like I'm on Facebook Messenger mostly, which is like, I'm like, I wouldn't use like I'm very like, oh, I wouldn't have a Facebook account, but like I need Facebook Messenger to talk to these people or like to be in this Facebook group. And then I'm like, oh, like looks like you really need to be on Facebook. You're just trying to be like one of those guys who's like.
Did you and Jenny first start talking? Like, was the bulk of your messaging through Facebook Messenger?
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Because we were in like the RHAP patron like games,
right? Like
group,
in the universe.
And then, yeah, and then like we would like get on calls and play games like Secret Hitler and stuff like that, and then like I'm just like I've known her for a long, like before we were together, like we were just friends for a long time, and then we just started talking on Facebook Messenger every day. Facebook Messenger, shout out to Zuck, I guess.
Yeah, Liana and I were big on the Twitter DMs. That's where we communicated. Pretty much.
Twitter DMs are so like poorly. Like I feel like there's. I mean, like they have the reaction. Oh my god! Can we? Sorry, you go first, and then we should come back to the reaction.
There's no structure here. Go for it.
But I want to hear the Liana DM stuff.
Well, no, because like I've said this, like we started talking around So You Think times, but I messaged her after I think she was the first showing of So You Think. She was on Brent's team, so they went first. So I messaged her after that, or maybe a day after mine. I don't remember exactly, but I messaged her first, sent her like loved it, rooting for you, hope you do well. She reciprocated that, and then we just kept talking from there. It just happens to be that we both were on Twitter because that's what we plugged at the end of the shows, right? Like, it wasn't like, oh, you can find me on Facebook. Like, no one was doing that. So, but also I didn't really I pretty much use Facebook for one thing and one thing only, and that's for this podcasting community. Outside of that, my Facebook is a barren wasteland.
Right. Yeah.
Like voice notes can't happen on Twitter. That's why it's not as great.
Right. Like I would never post a status on Facebook. Like, you know what I mean? Like this isn't 2011 or 2008
right.
or
it
whatever.
Really
like,
isn't.
Imagine just like posting a status on Facebook. Because like Facebook is like, yeah, couldn't be me. It really couldn't be me. Because like obviously my friends and family don't find me funny. I'm going on Twitter to see where strangers like hit that like smash that like button. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, let's talk about Reacts. Okay. What are your feelings on Reacts?
I like them because they let me get away with some conversations that I'm not trying to have or that I don't have time to have. Because I can slap one and move on. Right.
Exactly.
I almost never do the thumbs up one. Because I feel like it's cold. I don't know if I've just put this on it. I feel like it's a cold response. So I always give the heart because I'm like, yes, I want you to know that I appreciate this and I love this. And like, if I really, really love it, you get the heart and a message right after the heart because that's how I'm feeling. But if you get just the heart, it's like, okay, I like this, but I don't know if there's more conversation to be had here.
Right. I will do the thumbs up if it's like a discussion where the tone is a little more serious and like someone's actually like giving a very like a detailed explanation about like and I don't want to like hit them with the love react because like I don't want it to be too like they're in a mode right now and I'm just like listening. So I'm just like boom, hit them with that thumbs up. You're absolutely correct. But I also agree, like, it's kind of like a cold thing to do, depending. It all depends on context. But I'm a big fan of the reacts for the exact same reason, where it's like, I already have, like, a hard time. I guess this is part of my frustration with texting is that, like, I feel like I have to have, like, a thought-out message. And I sometimes, like, I just... I cannot. So I just hit them with the react.
I wish.
And then it's easier to convey where I'm coming from about it.
I wish that reacts hadn't become normalized as the conversation's overs because I would not mind if they were not seen as such. I would not mind hitting you with a react and then coming back in an hour to reply. Because sometimes I can't reply how I want to reply right out the gate, but I want to acknowledge that I saw the message and I'm not ghosting you. So I want to do both. But I feel like because now we're in a place where it's like the minute I see the react pop up, I'm like, okay, we're done talking unless I message back now. So I'll just leave the combo. Like it's done for the day. So
right. I think like it's like, and actually I will use it to like, it's a great tone setter. It's like it's like because that's the thing about like text messaging is that like it's so hard to convey tone. Like and somebody will say something exactly with like the LOL shit. It's like like it's very hard to like read something and be like, oh, this is what this person meant and like what the context of this is. Like I am a big proponent of hitting them with the react and then keep the conversation going. Because that way it's like, oh, like what mood I'm in, judging by the little yellow face that I give you. And I think it's definitely super helpful for me. So I don't know. I'm a big fan of the reacts. Big fan.
What's an emoji you use that you believe is unique to just you? Like not many people be fucking with it. Also, before you say that, McFrap, thank you for the 69 bits. Nice.
Nice. 69.
But yeah, so because I feel like my shit's been called the fuck out by Chappelle using the hug emoji.
True.
So like
you do.
It's mine. Hug emoji and the hands up emoji. Those are the two that I love. And the two hands one was the one I started using before any of the other ones. But one of them has already been roasted. So
my mojos are all basic, man. Like I got the huffy face with the smoke coming out.
Oh, I never use that.
Oh, really? I feel like a lot of people use it.
It's not even in my most. Let me quickly slap this open and look at it. Let's see. I've got hug, zipper mouth, hands up, flame emoji, halo, kissy face, red heart, and laugh cry, and then eyes and clap. Those are my top 10.
Right. I guess like the huffy nose is sort of the I'm baby emoji, which is like, I guess maybe that's just like sort of like I throw a lot of tantrums. And okay, so maybe that's what that is. I don't know. I use a lot of the soft one. Like I use the cute eyes, you know, like the little pouty eyes. I like that one a lot. You know, I got laugh cry. See, this is where I'm gonna get dragged now because I use laugh cry. And it's basically an LOL.
But how many do you use?
It depends how funny it is.
I feel like I'm minimum dropping 2. I never drop. I don't often drop 1. It's at least 2. Yeah. I feel like.
And you know, I'm also just like I will have like just random emojis because like sometimes I just I'm just like given a random sequence for no reason. Like I got books open. I think I tweeted from like there was a response to Liana playing an imposter game on the stream, and I was like, well, I gotta watch and learn. So I got like books, and I got the pen, and I got the nerd emoji up. I don't use those all the time, but sometimes I just like a string of emojis. So I wouldn't say like I like have an emoji that's unique to me, but I think a thing I will do that I don't see a lot of people do, I don't know, like I will just send like a string of random emojis because I think it's funny. Like I don't know, whatever, guy. I'm just silly like that. I'm just a silly guy.
Okay, you're quirky. We get it.
I'm pretty quirky, guys, and original.
Oh man, yeah, I am not ashamed to use emojis. I don't mind at all. I know that because like for me it conveys tone. I feel like I've never felt comfortable just writing blank sentences because I feel like, especially if you don't know me, my demeanor doesn't scream friendly. So like it's kind of been like a coping mechanism for me to convey tone and the emotions that I am feeling while talking. Sometimes I may use them too much. I get it, but I feel uncomfortable otherwise. I feel like I'm at a point, Phil, where I've used them so much where I feel like if I don't use them now, even to try and phase it out, I'll come off as cold in the messages. So I don't want to do that.
Right. I don't like texting a person that won't use emojis. You know, that's like that's some toxic masculinity shit. Like, oh, I'm not a pussy. I'm not gonna use fucking smiley face. No, get out of my DMs if you're not gonna hit me with the emoji ones. Because I agree 100%. Like I always have had trouble like deciphering tone in text messaging, and I have always had trouble, with like giving, like expressing tone. So I feel like it's the perfect thing. It's like it's revolutionary. Shout out to emojis.
Shout out to the emojis. All right. Back to the briefcase. Let me hit you with a sound drop before you do this.
Okay.
Let's see. I don't want to do another Masked Singer one, so I'm just going to go back to the generic sound drops because I feel like that's better. Okay? There.
Okay. I got the Evernote open. I don't like some of the stuff I have in here, but maybe I will actually use this time. I will use this time to address you personally as a man, and also do some cross promotion because tomorrow I'm recording pilot season with Michael J. Clark.
Okay.
And
okay.
I want to bring up a conversation you had with Michael J. Clark on June 18th, 2020 about the television show Dave.
Hi, I'm Dave.
So I'm gonna send you this timestamp I don't know if you want to listen to it. I don't know if you have the capability.
I can play it where the stream can hear it. You might not hear it, but I can play it.
Okay.
If
so
you want to send it.
I'm going to send it to you.
Okay. All right.
On Twitter DMs. I'm going to send it to you.
All right.
Twitter DMs. Here it comes.
Okay.
So this is the link to the podcast, and the timestamp is 25:05. So,
can you give context, or do you want no context to this?
Okay, so for those of you who haven't seen Dave, in the first episode, Lil Dicky is randomly in the studio with unknown one-hit wonder rapper YG, apparently. One-hit wonder YG. And I just want to hear what Puya has to say about YG. This is like
Oh,
Puya
dear God.
explaining...
Listen, I don't remember what the fuck I said, but I have a bad feeling about this.
Puya explaining to Michael who YG is.
All right, 25:05. Oh, jeez. Okay. All right, so 25:01. I'm pressing play on this. Okay. So people can hear it. You won't be able to, Phil, but you know. I don't know how long or am I supposed to play this for?
I don't know. I think you'll get the gist of it.
Okay.
Or Elz's case at all.
Mm-hmm. Give me a quick background on YG. Just give me some like cliff notes on. I know that he's very successful.
I don't want to do this. So he's not like a superstar by any means, and if I am making a mistake, I'm sure we'll get an @ thrown to us by the titular Phil T. But he's okay. Like, I don't mind him, but also he's one of the ones that kind of came and went. You know, like he was there for like a hot year or two and then kind of vanished. And then he's still there, but not as prominent. Similar. Okay, so are you here to tell me that I was wrong? Good thing I said it right then and there that you will tell me if I'm wrong. So here we are months later where you're collecting this receipt.
Oh, I've been sitting on this. Well, no, okay. So the thing is like, to me, I feel like the pop rap, you know, is sort of like a soap opera. And you got like all these characters and they like do features on each other's songs and stuff. And to me, I feel like if you're in this hemisphere, I think you like YG never went away. Like, I don't know what you're talking about when you say YG went away.
I said he had a couple of hot years and then he vanished.
Oh boy.
I'm not wrong on that.
Did you get to the part where I'm upset? I can't remember. I wasn't listening.
What's the part?
Where you said, sorry. So Puya says like YG is sort of the equivalent of Ty Dolla $ign or Fetty Wap.
Oh yeah.
And now, okay. So to me, two of these people are still very prominent in the game, and one of them is definitely not. And one of them, and who's the one, Puya? Who's the one?
Don't put me on the spot like this, dude.
I'm
guessing if I'm making the correct decision, I would personally say Fetty Wap.
Right, you are. You're absolutely. I just feel like that's just blatant disrespect. Okay, Fetty Wap had 2 songs. Okay, and granted, they were probably the most popular out of all, like, you know, out of like the YG discography or whatever. But I feel like he's just gone. He gone. You know, YG's still here. Ty Dolla $ign is still here murdering Puya, and I'm upset. I'm just upset.
Murdering.
Bruh.
So Fetty Wap's got the one album, right? So, and then Ty Dolla $ign. Ty Dolla $ign we're gonna look at real quick. I mean, I think Ty is the bigger one of the 3. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no, definitely Ty's the bigger one of the 3.
Yeah.
YG's okay, man. He's not. I've never rated him like that. So
right.
Yeah.
To me, okay, so this is why Dave was so special to me, because I loved like seeing these kids. It's so much fun to see like Young Thug like coughing on Dave. That's so funny. You know, it's hilarious. Like he's got a cold and they're sharing a.
That whole show, man, it was great for that reason. Like seeing people I know on TV is always a good time.
Right. So I think that's what made that show really special. You know, it was really fun. So this was me just like I just wanted an apology, like, because I just feel like I'm personally offended.
What are you, his agent? Like, I don't.
No, okay, but like YG. Okay, so for me, like, I just had like when YG was on, like I just like this is like me. YG is my Quiznos, Puya, is what I'm trying to say, and I would like you to apologize to YG.
Man, if that's your Quiznos, like I'm sorry for you. Like of all the artists, YG is your Quiznos.
This is disrespectful. This is so disrespectful. I'm quitting this. I'm quit. The banter debrief is canceled.
I feel like YG. I mean, if this is the hill you choose to die on, episode 1, that's fine. Here's the thing for me. It's like I feel nothing about YG. He's just there.
Okay.
So,
so what are you listening to? So this is what are you listening to right now? Do you listen to music?
I do listen to music. What
do you listen to right now?
I listen to a shitload of different shit. Let me just quickly pop open my Spotify. I have different genres going in and out, like constantly. Right. So like right now, the last like 30, 40 songs are all British garage, grime. I'm all up in that right now.
Oh, so you got Big Shaq on repeat, right?
Big Shaq remix is one of them, but no, there's a lot of the new songs that I found throughout this time. And then I'm a big I like ride the nostalgia wave quite a bit. So like a lot of 2000s rap, 2000s hip hop, 2010s shit even. But yeah, look, like here, this is when week 1 of The Masked Singer happened. You can't see this because I got a fucking green screen. All of this is Busta Rhymes on my playlist. All of this is Busta Rhymes on the playlist. So rekindled my Busta Rhymes love once more. But yeah, I dabble. I dabble in a bunch of shit.
Right. Okay. Because to me, honestly, this is why I should have prepared more. I really wanted to come at you, but I really don't. I wasn't prepared. I wanted to get the numbers. I wanted to, but I just didn't do it. So I think I honestly, I should have got something. I should have brought something else out of the briefcase. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So now
shut it down.
I need you to apologize to me before we move forward. I'm kidding. I don't need an apology. But no, I mean, honestly,
I'm not above an apology. I'm sorry I came at you unprepared, Puya. And next time, my briefcase is gonna bring some real heat. Okay. So you better watch out.
Here's the thing. Ultimately, before we move forward, YG is okay. YG is like you wanted to go get, a good fried chicken, and you went home with Tyson's chicken nuggets, like frozen nuggets. It's like I'll still eat it. It's good, but it's not what I really wanted. Tyson is frozen nuggets, basically.
Okay.
So
shout out to Tyson.
Yeah.
The Dino Nuggies? Wait, Dino Nuggies?
No, I didn't say Dino Nuggies. That's different. That's even putting a compliment on it. Basic nuggets. Basic nuggets.
No dip?
No dip. Raw nuggets. No, not raw.
Personally, I hope YG shoots you one day.
Wow. Yeah, he's definitely going to be. This is how small time he is. He's going to be pressed about this stream. This is how much he's not even in the mainstream no more. This is the thing.
Wait, so you missed the whole YG 6ix9ine beef, dude? How could you?
I've never been more unsubscribed on an artist than I have 6ix9ine. Outside of using his name as the joke of snitching, I don't know his music.
Right.
I never liked him, so I never followed his shit. Yeah.
All right. You're above the memes. You're above the memes, eh?
I am above the memes. I'm not. Actually, no, you know what? I'm not above the memes. If anything, I'm only there for the memes. Only there for the memes, so.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
I was there for the drama and the memes.
See, I'm here for some of the drama. I just fall behind on a lot of these. I fall behind on a lot of these like rap beefs.
I got a lot of time on my hands.
It's been the last rap beef that I really paid attention to was the whole the Drake one with Pusha T. Yeah, the Adidon beef. That's where that's what I remember. That was a whole thing.
Oof.
But yeah. I mean, this is where I start feeling like, man, I'm starting to have a hard time keeping up with everything. and I'm definitely starting to feel my age a little bit. I'm like,
Yeah, like the old man syndrome. Yeah,
right,
so this
a
is,
little bit. We're getting there. It's
right.
not great.
For me, I am like I'm trying to stay there, but it's like it's definitely getting more difficult.
Yeah.
Like, cause I've always been the type of person that's like, that's like, oh, I hate these like real rap people who are like, oh, you like stupid like 2 Chainz and shit, and like I hate those people because like 2 Chainz is funny, man. Like,
Did
for
you
real,
not
like-
see 2 Chainz at that rally talking about being different and saying I'm different and this election is gonna be different, and then I'm different played? Do you
No.
have you seen that?
I
Oh my
didn't.
god, it was so funny, Phil. It was so funny. I'm gonna have to send you that to watch. Like that happened last month. Like, that's recent.
Okay.
No, I'm
Well-
with you. People should listen to whatever they want to listen to, and
Right.
like people are gonna have different opinions. I have opinions I know people don't rate. I don't think Lil Wayne's that good, and I know he's like in a lot of people's top 5. I don't think Lil Wayne's a top 5 artist, rapper at all.
I think like just like so for me, I don't know. I'm not ready to have the rap conversation.
Maybe
on
that's the
stream
next
right now.
briefcase.
Maybe because I just like, to me, like the most important thing in rap is like I don't care about your lyrical spherical miracle fucking multi-syllable raps. Like I like Logic, eat a dick, Eminem, eat a dick. Like I mean, like okay, like it's very impressive. Whatever. I don't care. My thing is I want to hear funny punchlines. Like that's my favorite thing, is to just like, and Wayne is kind of like the king of like the like getting away with saying very dumb shit. Like there's so much dumb shit. It's just like it makes my heart so happy. Like he just says like the dumb, like, and same with 2 Chainz. They just like can get away with saying absolute fucking nonsense.
Like you're a
and it's
fan
just so
of
funny.
the lines that are just out of nowhere and
Big shit like a dinosaur did it, bro.
Yeah.
Big shit like a dinosaur did it. Like I don't like just like I just dumb shit. Like that's my favorite thing. And if you are not having fun in the song, like even in like real I know like I'm like, oh, like I'm the like I make parody rap, whatever. Like if you're not having fun making authentic music, that's like then just stop. I don't want to hear it. Like I don't want to hear like serious Eminem like fucking just like like just trying to rhyme every word like just to flex. Like
Are you
like,
telling me you're not part of the rap god world where you love rap god and everyone's like, oh, I can do the rap god verse? I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't care for rap god.
No,
And I loved Eminem. Eminem was one of the first rappers.
He's
I listened
everyone's
to.
of course. He's the first rapper everyone like, especially at our age. Like it's like everyone listened to Eminem. He just like fell off a cliff, and I just like I don't know. It's fine. It's okay. I'm gonna get 8. It's fine. I don't care.
If you want to hate on him, use this hashtag that no one else is using. This is available
because
for us.
I will see it.
Yeah. There's only 2 tweets on it. One is someone else. The only other person that's used the hashtag. The other's Mandy, who has kickstarted it. So yeah, we'll be able to find that.
Okay, let's move on. I have no idea what happened here.
What
I
happened
don't know
was
what I intended.
you came in with receipts and you wanted to.
I honestly just wanted to plug I wanted to plug that I'm like recording a podcast with Michael tomorrow.
That's honestly good on a segue though. You got a topic in and you plugged it.
We're talking about How To with John Wilson. So
I've
produced
never
by
watched
Nathan
it.
Fielder. Executive produced by Nathan Fielder. It's a new show. It's on HBO Max. There are dicks in it if you're averse to that.
Oh, done. I'm gonna watch that tonight.
No.
You had me at dicks. Okay. All right. So, what else is in your briefcase?
Wait, my briefcase again?
You want to go back to my briefcase?
Yeah, let's go back to your briefcase.
All right, I'm down. What is a food item
Okay.
that you used to love, or even still maybe love, but you just can't have anymore or don't really want to have anymore?
Okay, so before I say any of this, I want to preface that, Jenny does not forbid me from eating glutinous foods. Jenny is gluten free.
Right.
So when I cook dinner or like we don't eat breads and stuff that
Fair.
will hurt her. Okay. And sometimes I'm just like I want to make like a pasta. Well, actually, GF pasta is actually not too bad. Like honestly, I'm not sad about it. But like, I just like I like breads, like a biscuit. Like I love a biscuit. She doesn't forbid me from doing, but like I won't buy it because it's like if I'm just gonna eat it, like like it's kind of like a waste. I don't want to just like make something for myself. I want to like make meals for both of us. So it's like, so I miss eating breads.
You miss eating bread. So like right now, if you were to go on like a road trip, would breads be something that you're like, hello old friend?
Wait, are you talking about like,
I don't know, because so for me,
a fast food thing?
it could be anything, right? Because so for me, initially the context came up when I was thinking about sour Skittles and the fact that I loved those things. I loved sour Skittles.
To the point where you cut your mouth open, right?
To the point where my teeth were like, fuck, dude, we can't do this. If start feeling weird on the bite. So I stopped eating them. I love them. I would still probably maybe have them. But they're not for me anymore. I'm very okay with just having the regular Skittles, and like my life is fine. Also, K-Des, thank you so much for the subscription. Appreciate you. Get your lesson twos in the chat for K-Des. Yeah, so that's one thing. The other thing, like meal-wise, that I don't have anymore, it's hard because I feel like there isn't anything that I'm like just not having. You know what I mean? Like I can always have it again.
And that's the thing about being an adult. You can have whatever you want.
Technically, yeah. Absolutely.
That's why I'm like a fat person, because I can just eat whatever I want.
Oh, big same.
Another thing, so I haven't had this Popeye's chicken sandwich yet.
Bro.
Is it overhyped?
So I had it. So I only had it. After we did the sandwiches tier list, I was shamed into doing it. Okay. I was shamed into like, how have you not had it? And I was like, well, we live close to a Popeyes. You know what? Fuck it. This weekend we're doing it. I bought myself one spicy and one non-spicy. Bro, for the price point, well beyond worth it. Well beyond. Like, it was so good. So good. Now, would I say it's the best thing that has ever happened to chicken? No.
Would you kill for it?
I wouldn't kill for any food, to be honest.
Right. Yeah. No, me too. Yeah, me too.
Yeah, you're acting like if I didn't say, hey, we're going to send you a crater of biscuits, you got to go after one Sam Moore. You wouldn't just like hop on the next plane.
Yeah, no, see you later, Sam Moore. I do.
No. It's like how? So yeah. So we talked about the flying for the chicken sandwich. I don't know if I'd fly for the sandwich. I'd go to the airport. I'd go to the airport and see what's happening.
Wait, if it's at the airport?
No, but like in order to fly, you have to go to the airport first. I'm willing to at least make the trip to the airport. I'm not just staying home and saying
so
no.
I see your scale, but you would get to the airport and then be like, "Nah, I'm not getting on a plane."
Yeah,
that's
it's like,
too much work.
No, I'm good. Yeah.
I got to the airport. I just realized I didn't buy any tickets. I guess I'm just going home now. What? Like, it's fine. It's fine. It works. It works.
Yeah. No, I think you should definitely. I don't know if it's popped up in Canada yet, but if it has,
in fact.
It is worth it. It is worth it to at least try.
I want to do it. I want to do it, guys. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I love a chicken sandwich. I love a pickle on a chicken sandwich. Sure, why not? Let's go.
And here's the thing. I'll tell you, the spicy is not that spicy. Ooh, Jenny says get one tonight.
Get one tonight? I'm getting one tonight.
It's over.
As soon as, you know what? I'm going to get it right now. I'm going to go get it right now. No, I'm just kidding. Okay.
Well, you're going to have to fleet this. I need the fleet because I need the material for next time's briefcase too.
Okay, cool.
Liana said better fleet about it. See, we're on the same page. We're on the same page, Liana.
Wow. You guys are deep in true love. That's true love shit.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird sometimes, like, where, like, I feel like I do this with Jenny all the time too. Like, where it's just like we have like the same thought. It's so fucking weird.
Well,
Maybe it's 'cause we
yesterday
hang out
on the
all
stream,
time.
you said something about calling me Saikuno, and then, or so you said someone was doing Saikuno shit, and then Liana and I simultaneously at the same time said, "You simp," and then we moved on to the next round. It was wild.
It's so crazy how that works, eh? It's like, wow, true soulmate shit. You know?
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Soulmate shit, you and Jenny, with Jenny saying she just wants you to be happy in the
Wow.
chat.
Oh my god, I'm gonna cry on stream. Crying on stream on the first Banter Debrief, baby. I'm gonna cry on stream. Let's go.
Banter the handkerchief because you're about to cry.
Right. Bars, dude. Very
Yeah,
bars.
that's what I do.
Wait, so okay. So yeah, just like fried chicken in general also. Like I just like don't get it a lot anymore. And it's like top tier. Top tier. I love fried chicken. I love grease. I
Same.
want it inside me all the time. And yeah, you can clip that. I don't care. Clip it, baby. We're doing it live. That was also like one of my reservations about like just streaming in general is like very like nerve wracking. Is it not? Like I feel like you've been doing this for a minute now. It's like, is it not like I hate just the idea of like this is live right now. You know, like I hate it. I hate it. It freaks me out.
Why? So why? What do you mean? Why?
I don't know. I just think that it's just like weird that like people can see this in real time. Like I feel immense pressure for like I don't know where it's
Pearl.
coming from or what it's about. Hey, shout out to Pearl.
Yeah, Pearl's really. Let me scoop some food for Pearl real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay, yo,
Keep
I'll
it
entertain the
going.
chat. I'll entertain the
Yeah.
chat. Yo, what's good, chat? What's really good? Get your lesson 2s out in the chat for Pearl. Beep.
All right.
Wait, did you do it already? You already did it? Wait, he took the headphones out. What's happening? Okay, I see Puya, but I don't know if he can hear me.
Okay, where were we?
Okay, he couldn't hear me. Good.
I did not.
Delete the
hear you,
VOD. Delete the VOD.
I'm the only one that can do that, so you know I'm gonna see it.
Oh shit.
Let's see, an hour 14. Yeah, I got the timestamp too.
Yeah,
so.
we'll see. It's
So
I can't wait till he sees it. It's gonna be
So
so
you were
funny.
talking about the streaming thing being like. What were you saying about the streaming thing?
Well,
'Cause
I
feel
just
like
think
can
like
speak-
I just feel like immense pressure when things are live. I don't know. Like I don't know why. It's just like how my brain works. I just like before we hop, like every time we hop on, it's like what the hell? Like people can see me and like I'm just like everything that's happening is happening right now. I don't know, but maybe I'm just like I'm a crazy person. Whatever, it's fine. It's I'm anxious. Okay, is that what you want to hear? Yeah. Oh yeah.
For me, honestly, initially it was like that. Initially it was like, oh my god, especially when the projects got a little bit more detailed. So like for example, playing Among Us, like streaming Among Us is a lot more different than us just having the Zoom call record and then we can just chat, right?
Right.
Because I would have to play the game. I have to remember to deafen, to mute myself, to move, to tab the chat if I'm not imposter, to then still respond to donations, bits, subscriptions, and all of that. So I can do it fine now. I'm good now. But initially, that first couple of times, it was very nerve-wracking. And like the live element, when that first stream we did, I was very nervous. Very nervous. Because like, I know that it's taking, like, it's all live. I know that there's no delay. I would rather there be no delay because obviously you want to engage with the chat. You want to talk with the
Right.
peeps. So I don't want to be on a delay thing. But then ultimately what that means is I have to make sure I'm on top of it, right? And then the funny thing is for me, I feel like the solo stream should be the one where I'm a little bit more nervous, but that's the one I'm most comfortable with because I know it's just me and it's the chat. And I know that I have to just make sure that there's no silence, right? I got to keep the conversation moving because I'm the only person continuing on and on and on. But luckily, I can talk endlessly, so it works out fine.
Right. So I think that makes sense though. Like I feel like it's a lot easier and a lot less pressure to just like hang out with people who are literally here to watch you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so it's like it's a little bit more comfortable that way. Like it's easier to work it through in your brain of like, hey, like these people are here because they want to hear from me. Like, so here I am, baby.
Yeah,
I don't know.
So when I did the finale for Big Brother, where I took over when Rob and Taryn left, that's when I was at peak the first time in like this whole year, because this has been a decent year for me getting used to doing this stuff more frequently and more comfortably. But that took me right back to So You Think You Can podcast. That moment, like all the nerves came rushing back in. I got very tense. I was like, I don't want to fuck this up. This is live. Like this is, and it's not like my stream. It's not in my control. This is something else. And I know that a lot more people are looking at it, and a lot more people are like, have their eyes on it, and this is where all the feedback comes in the comments. I was like, I don't want to like do injustice to this. This is the finale. So I like really like went all. I recorded almost the entire episode's audio, and during commercials I was like removing sound bites and adding them to the soundboard in case we need them. I kept on top of the Twitter stuff in case conversation. Like I did everything to make sure that when I got there I was fine and I was in a good place. But even then I was like, fuck, I am nervous. I am so like I didn't use half the soundboard. I didn't even look at my notes. I was just like going off because like at that point I was like, I need to push through and just do this.
Yeah. No, I mean, honestly, like I think that the fact that like, I think, if he's leaving you in charge, he knows that you're not going to fuck up, right? Like, I think like, I guess that's like adds to the pressure in a way, but like also like, I think like you have to sort of like put yourself in a place where like you gotta, have faith in yourself. I don't know. I'm just saying words at this point, but like I really think like it's terrifying to do things live. It really is. Like I like right now I'm like, oh my god, what did I even just say? Like, and now it's like there forever. Whatever, it's fine. It's okay.
Yeah. No, and I do think that, Jenny's bringing up in the chat lead up anxiety, and I think that's a lot of it. I feel like once the Band-Aid is ripped off, then it's better. Like when I'm in the podcast, I start feeling less nervous than I was before leading up to it. During, I'm still nervous, but it's a little bit removed, especially depending on who I'm talking with. Because like when it's us, I feel a lot more comfortable talking with us. Whereas if it's someone who I've never talked to before, I'm a little bit nervous because I don't know what that dynamic is. I don't know if like my jokes are going to land with that person. That person's going to understand what I'm saying. Are we going to be on the same page and all that stuff?
Right. And I think like, I don't know. Yeah. Especially like if you're talking to somebody who like you're not comfortable. I've been like very like my entire life. I've just like been very like anti-structure in general. So like when I was talking earlier in the stream about like, hey, like, we've like attempted to like link up a lot of times, and I just like as soon as like it's like a thing, like to me it's like very nerve-wracking. Like as soon like this is like we've talked before on stream, and like today I was like, this is something bigger than you've ever done, but it's not. Like we're just hanging out. Like I don't like it doesn't make sense to me. Like I don't know where that comes from. And I feel like we're getting really deep here on the first episode of Banter Debrief. This was supposed to be jokes, but I'm tearing the walls down, baby.
Yeah.
I was very nervous tonight. That was very scary for me. But like, look at us now. Look at us now. We're just having a chat.
We're in the middle of it, and it's a good time. Yeah, no, Phil. I mean, both you and Jenny, to me, like, make no mistake. The two of you from the very first time where I got to know you guys creatively through the Wandoff stuff, I was like, yo, this takes a lot of balls to do. This takes a lot of confidence to put yourself out there and do parody music with your names attached to these projects. Like, straight up. So when I saw that, I was like, no, y'all are doing something real here. And then, obviously, I got to know Jenny more and more through both the org community and through doing the live feed updates at the same time, during the same time. So... and then me and Jenny became good friends. And then me and you started becoming better friends. Because I remember being like, yo, I think me and Phil would be bros. Like, I feel like Phil is someone in this community that I feel like is more similar to me in mindset than most people. Like, I think we're finding the same things. Like, we listen to the same things. We watch the same things. I think we're going to be on the same page. So... then,
you had the vibes. You had the vibes. I knew it from I knew it from the moment. Like I just like read your timeline. Like this guy's got the vibes. I know that we would be friends. Like I knew that. And it's just like, and look at us now. Look at us now, baby.
And like, you know, you're saying we talked about these projects and stuff. I've been waiting for an opportunity for us to do a collaboration of some sorts. And, you know, you brought up the song thing. That was going to be a challenge for sure. But then we talked about the TikTok thing. Let's face it, it was never going to be our avenue.
Right?
It was
we're
a
too
fun.
old.
It was one of
We're
those
too
things where it's like it's
old.
fun to think about. It's fun to think about, but then it's like, am I really going to like do? Like
We're
I might think of.
boomers.
At best I can think of one good concept like in 6 months. So what's that doing? Nothing.
That's not my bag. It's not my bag,
Right,
baby.
exactly. And then here, this stream is what I thought would be because also for me, a place that I had heard you do your thing that I had not thought about was you podcasting, because you did MJC's pilot season a couple of times. I remember listening to the Entourage one, and for a long time that was the only one I had still downloaded on my phone, because usually I'll delete the ones I've listened to. So I downloaded that one and I kept it because it was just such a funny just conversation that I wanted to, like, you know, if I needed a pick me up, I had this at my disposal. So I was like, yo, he's good at this shit too. And then when we did the double date with Liana on the B&B with Liana and Jenny, I was like, yeah, we need to find something. Something needs to happen. And I've told Liana, and she can attest to this. I told Liana about a couple months ago, I was like, I want to find a project for Phil and I, because I think we can do something fun. And we can do something that people will enjoy. Because I remember when we did the first tier list, that was a hit. I was like, I literally picked the perfect person to do this with. So here we are, the Banter Debrief. And
The Phil Compliments Hour, baby. Honestly, like, yeah, like, booyah, this means very, like, a lot to me. Like, I'm so, like, very, like, I don't know. I guess I just, like, have the, oh, I don't believe in myself.
Oh, I'm the same.
But, like,
so I feel you 1,000%.
it's just like hearing you say all these nice things is really like if we weren't on stream, I'd be crying. I'm gonna be crying on the second time on stream. Actually, I haven't.
I have heard
I'm like
that it's
Enzo,
good
like-
seasoning on a chicken sandwich. Tears. So definitely when you eat that sandwich later, a little bit of tears.
I'm like Enzo lying about crying on the fucking stream. But yeah, I don't know. Like, to me, I don't know. I'm literally at a loss for words. I don't even know what to say right now. I don't even know what to say.
No, man,
Like,
just know that you know we see your greatness and we want it here on this here Twitch stream.
Oh, okay. Well, look at us. Look, this is all I could say is the Paul Rudd gif.
Paul Rudd is perfect. That you don't
All
need
right.
to say anything else. You don't.
Back to the briefcase. How do you pronounce gif? Do you pronounce gif or gif?
I say GIF. GIF is peanut butter and that's it.
Facts.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's over.
Oh, I needed to know we're on the same page.
Yeah. Okay. So for me, like, I agree. Like, when I go and talk to Michael, my friend, my dear friend, I think it's just like there's no pressure. It's not like, you know, it's not like it doesn't feel like a thing to me. Like, there's a big separation in my brain where I'm like, this is a thing and this is me hanging out. I feel like when I can get here and I'm comfortable, I thrive. But like
Right.
when I'm like, this is a thing, like, I crumble. So it's like, it's very hard to like detach myself and like get here when like I'm always here. Like I don't know. It's like, yeah, like I feel like me and Michael we'll always just have like a fun conversation because we're just shooting the shit. I don't feel any pressure. Like this still feels like pressure for some reason. I don't know why.
Well,
but, like,
honestly,
I think,
I thought about it. It's because of the way it got like marketed, right? So let's talk about this. We got a question in the chat. Was this always the plan to do this today, or was this sped up by making affiliates? So this was not. I was not affiliate when me and Phil talked about doing this. We started talking about this last week. I want to say end of the previous week or early last week. We started talking about this. And we were in the stage of trying to figure out what the name is going to be. Because we kind of had like I was like, we're going to do something. We're going to figure out what the concept was. And then we said once a month anyways. And then it was like, well, but let's try and get one in November done so that we have one, even though we're almost at the end of November. And then we'll have one in December. The thing is, Phil, I think the way we put out a tweet on a night where we're playing Among Us, where there's over 400 people watching, that tweet then gets like over like 100 likes. Then it's like, oh shit, this is no longer like a bunch of our friends or what. This is like a bunch of people watching. And it's like, for me, like one of the big things has been realizing that as long as I'm having fun, I know that y'all are having fun. So that makes it so that now it makes me feel less pressure to like, fuck, I need to like do well. Because I remember the first time the stream went over 100 people, I messaged Liana and I was like, I don't know what to do now. I was like, I don't know what to do with myself. She was like, just do what you've been doing so far. Like nothing has changed. It's just more people that are enjoying the product. So I think that's what a little bit of it is, that there was a lot more traction on like the promotion where it was like, oh shit, this is a big deal. And then your name is on it. It's like, it's not like you're a guest on. This is your project. It's your shared project. So this is like you have shared custody of a stream baby. And
Right.
that's more of a deal
Stream,
than
baby.
yeah. Thank you for that. Truly, you have shared custody of the stream baby, whereas before it was like, oh, you're babysitting someone's like baby for like an hour or two.
Right. Exactly. Like
Yeah.
wow, the metaphor game is always top tier.
You know
It's
me,
always
man.
top tier.
I'm good for a couple things. That's one of them.
Yeah. Yeah, I think for sure. And that's where it like in my brain it became a thing. And now it's like this weird meta conversation about like how I feel while we're doing it right now.
Hey man,
It's
that's
so
the
weird.
beauty of the banter debrief, aka TBD. The conversations are TBD.
TBD.
We won't know until we're there.
Right. And also like shout out to Jenny, like she really helped us come this like the whole
Jenny was
briefcase.
the reason the name was really formed. Jenny was
Yeah.
the starter on the name.
And she's
Straight up.
so good at she's so good at this shit. It's like almost like she did like marketing stuff or something for school, or like because she's just like she came up with it so quick. I was like, I literally just mentioned it to her. I was like, hey, Puya just hit me. Like he wants to do this thing. Like we're just trying to come up with a name. And then she was like, boom. And I was like, boom. And then boom. It was wild. It was wild. I don't know.
It was.
Anyways, this should have been like 20 episodes down the line where we got into the behind the scenes. We kind of blew that load very early.
I feel
now
like-
what are we going to talk about in 20 episodes?
I feel like there's gonna always be more behind the scenes with every passing day. I feel like that doesn't
Right.
change. That doesn't change.
Okay. Yeah,
Um,
fair.
I have another. So, first of all, we're about an hour 30 here. In my head,
Oh,
this
wow.
was a 2 hours probably benchmark. Are you cool to continue here?
Oh yeah, no, for sure,
Boom.
for sure. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's keep going. Boom.
So, boom. All right, boom. First of all, I love that. Well, Jenny, we're definitely doing another double date soon. That's without a doubt, without question. Easy decision there for me. And then also, a Jenny Liana project would be very fun. I'd subscribe to that. So that'd be cool. Okay, so I want to ask you about some Among Us stuff.
Okay, cool. Because this was also in my briefcase.
Oh shit. Okay, so in what context was it in your briefcase?
I just have one point that says Among Us burnout.
Ew, interesting. So are you feeling Among Us burnout?
So for me, and this happens to me every time, and like when I say every time because like, you know, I've been in these social strategy deduction game streets, and I feel like I always eventually just be like, I come to a realization where it's like, this is kind of like mentally taxing in like a weird way. Like, it doesn't feel like a game anymore. It feels like I'm lying and like trying to like be like get to this weird place. And I feel like this conversation comes up a lot in like Big Brother and Survivor, where it's like, you know, what's game and what's like you just being like a weird sociopath, like you know, like I'm like, to me it's like it gets too like the lines get too blurred and I don't like it, and I just like I want to stay away. And also just like I think that like for me in the beginning, I felt like I was like one of the better players. So I was like, oh, because everyone was still learning. And now
Right.
everyone's good. So now it's like, oh, I suck at this. So it's like, I don't know. I'm a person who like, you know, I take losing like very hard.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like
big same.
part of that is like, I don't know. It's just a flaw of mine. And then eventually I'm like, okay, I can't be ramming my head into this wall for 9 hours every Sunday. Like, cause like, it just makes me feel bad. So like, I don't know, to me, like I'm having, like, I love the excuse of getting to hang out with everybody on a Sunday.
course.
Like
Yeah.
it's so much fun to just like hang out and play a game, and where the stakes aren't super high, but like also it's this weird game where it's like you're lying to your friends, and it's like I don't know, it's a weird blurred area for me that I just like always come to this conclusion, like when I played too much Secret Hitler, or I played, too much, like I played an org for a month, and it like really just like is like always like so mentally taxing on me that I just like don't like it. Um, so I'm not like necessarily burnt out. Like I love playing, but I just like I think like a 9, like especially when things are not going well, where I've like been crew for 5 hours, or like I've had one imposter game that's like really like rattled me, where I just like made a big mistake and I felt bad and I didn't want to let down my partner, and it's like yeah, there's like a lot of things like that that just like eat at me, and then I'm like, this is like way deeper. Like I wanted this to be like a fun thing, and I feel like we're getting
And it
to,
is. It is.
like, getting to like weird territory where I'm like, oh, this is so mentally taxing on my brain, like my mental.
Honestly, though, like, so when the Among Us stuff started happening, so the first time we ever had a stream Among Us was actually the first night we played Among Us as a group. I was like, I want to try and get a bunch of our friends in to play a little bit of this, because I feel like this is a game that's right up everyone's alley. We're all in this like world of social strategy. I feel like this is a good one. And I'd been watching the streamer. I've been watching Toast play for like a while at this point. So that was the first time we played, and I was supposed to go stream, and then we were like, oh, let's just stream this. I was like, bet, let's just stream this. Let's see how that goes. We had fun, but then I feel like right after that, like that's when it picked up. Like we were playing a lot more like offline and then online. And we got to where you and I did speak actually, where I was like, yo, I'm not playing till next Sunday. I was like, I just can't. I'm capped out. I definitely felt the same way, because honestly, of course our friends who all like watch this kind of stuff and live this kind of stuff are getting better with every passing game.
Exactly.
Like if you look at the win losses and the imposter win rates and shit, like if you track that shit, you could probably see like we're starting to get to a point where everyone's kind of on the same level. You can't really discount anybody anymore. You can't. And that's both a good thing, and it makes it a little bit hard, because I do think that the ideal, like with a balance of a lobby, when there's 10 people who are very good, you are going to be in a position where it's going to become a harder lobby. It's going to become a more serious lobby. It's going to become more like intense lobby. So the questioning will be longer. You got to know what you're doing. So me and Liana were talking. So I watch, so there's this YouTuber, you know him. He's the guy who clocked Logan Paul, KSI. Him and his group, they play Among Us, like so the Sidemen. They play Among Us a lot. And I watched a video today where they did, him and this other one from the Sidemen did what Liana and I did, where they swapped, but in their lobby, they just vote people out for no reason. They're like, oh, you know what? Fuck it. It's Ethan. Get Ethan out. And they'll just vote him out for no reason. You can't get away with that in our lobby. There is no way you can just be like, it's this person, boot them. Because we use every second of the time to talk about stuff. And because our games are, well, here's the thing. We know they're fun and they're entertaining, because if they weren't, we wouldn't be doing this 9 weeks in a row. There wouldn't be a stream that goes on. We wouldn't all still be there willingly participating till like 12 at night or 1 a.m. So we're having fun doing it regardless. But definitely the games are more, because like we're also all competitive, but none of us, I don't think any of us are in this is a do or die game at any point. But there are moments in the games where it's like, oh, fuck. Like, so yesterday when I caught you killing Liana at the top of the launch pad, it put us both in a position where I think both of us were like just trying to get a smooth game in. And it was like, well, shit, now we're both going to have to fight to stay alive, because we have to. It'd make no sense to just be like, oh, it's not me, or like whatever. So we have to like, we're going to fight for it because that's who we are. And then it's like, well, yeah, I'm going to fight to try and stay in the game because I don't want to be voted out. So when stuff like that happens, like you said, also depending on what the makeup of the imposter levels are. If you're imposter 4 games in a row, that's going to be a hit on the psyche. If you are crewmate like 4 or 5 times in a row and you're dying first like 4 or 5 times in a row, that hits the psyche. If you're crewmate and you get marinated and you cost the team a win, it's going to hit the psyche. So these games definitely do weight quite a bit.
Yes.
And playing them every night can be hard on the mind. They really can. That's why I've kind of stopped. I like every now and then I get the bug and I'm like, okay, is anyone playing tonight? Like I'm down to get a couple games in, and we do, and it's always a fun time. But then I've started playing less and less, and then exclusively sometimes playing only on Sunday, just to make sure that I keep the game fresh and fun for myself. I need this new map to come in.
Right.
And like last night, trying a couple like gimmicky, like we have to votes and no time limits, and that was kind of, it was a bit of a refresher, so I enjoyed that. But it's just it's very important. It's very important to just make sure that everyone's having fun, no one's taking it too serious, because at the end of the day, it is a game we're playing, and it's a game we're playing amongst friends just for good times.
Exactly. Yeah, and it's like it's hard to keep that mindset when like I feel like it's like it's not a normal game, right? You know what I mean? Like I feel like a game where the sole purpose is to like lie and like be deceptive. It's like that's like so difficult. I don't know. Like it's difficult in a way where like you want to sort of like do well, but then also like internally I'm like, holy shit, am I like what? Like I feel like I've had games where I'm like, holy shit, how did I get away with that? Like, am I just like a weird like, am I just like a murderer? Like I don't know. Like it's like I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point, but to me, the game is definitely taxing. I don't know. So wait, what was your point? Because my point was the burnout. What did you want to talk about?
I'm really happy we talked about the burnout, because it does hit sometimes. It really does. And like I find myself, there are games, because like I do think streaming helps me with the fact that it allows me not to get too upset about things if they do rattle me a little bit, because I'm like, I'm on stream, I'm not about to act a fool over some kind of result, right? So like even at my work, I'll like try and laugh it off. Or like last night there were some games where I'm like, I really want to fucking win this. We really need to get this done. And then there's some games where I'm like, should I just press button to cause chaos? Fuck it. Why not? Like I do. I'm starting to oscillate now where I'm like, and that's good because it's making me not really want to like, be the same all the time.
Right. And I'm like trolling now and just like standing on vents when I'm I feel like that's not as like, because it's like, when I do that, it's like people who actually want to win his crew are like, why are you, and then I feel bad because I'm like, I'm just trying to have some fun.
Yeah.
But also like, yeah, the trolling is kind of like, because everybody's so competitive and I want to win too. Like, but sometimes like, I feel like it's more fun to try like big brain, like ways to like clear yourself when you're on stream. And it's just like, well, like I wouldn't do this if I wasn't actually like I wouldn't be admitting all this as like imposter. You know what I mean? Like so like to try like plays like that is like kind of fun. Like I don't know, but also it's probably annoying to people who are trying to win, and when it doesn't work out and doesn't go the way that I think it's gonna go, then what can you do? What can you do? Whatever. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, and I do think that for me it's interesting because I think that I love the way our friends play. I love that we play analytically. I like that we have a little bit of fun in there. I like that we have a little bit of a what's it called? Like the mix is good, and I like that we use the time wisely. I like that because like here's the thing. I can tell.
Do we use it?
Sometimes we don't.
Even
sometimes
vote.
we'll go through 2 minutes, and it's like, well, how about the person who reported the body tell me where the body is because they haven't spoken yet. So that does happen sometimes. I agree with you, but I do think.
Also, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I just like I don't like. It's hard because like sometimes like I want to say what I want to say, but I know there's only so much time, and I want to let other people speak because like if you don't let like the imposters speak and like give themselves a shot, like that's no fun either. Like I want to hear like their explanation, like if you catch someone killing and then like don't give them a shot to like shoot their shot and like lie to the rest of the people, like I don't want to have that kind of game either, because like then it's like, oh, this is too easy. Like you walk in on a kill, like I don't, like the game's over and it's like, oh, okay,
Right.
well what was that round about? Like whatever, like next, let's go
Yeah,
next. Like,
right,
it's like,
right. Sometimes we'll have that where it's like, okay, so I straight up just saw Phil kill. And it's like, okay, but then, like, blank, why were you acting this way in the O2 room? It's like, guys, like, are we just not going to vote and move on? Like, I feel like that's better than just talking about stuff that's like, we don't know anything else. Like, there's no other information on the table. So I definitely agree with you there. And I do think that it's interesting because I feel like the more and more we play, I'm understanding what my tells are. I get very, very offended when people suss me as imposter when I am, if I've done a good job of concealing it, or I think I have. And I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean it's me? Like, that makes no... And I realize my tone changes. I get defensive. I get irritated. So it's interesting because I also can start recognizing that with other people, like what's bothering other people in the game. And as someone who I feel like I personally, in the back of my head at the very least, I bear some responsibility on... I want to make sure that the people I've invited to come do these streams are having fun. So if I feel someone get heated or upset, I don't want them to feel that way. I don't want them to have that emotion leaving the games at the night, you know? So
right.
I want to make sure that it's the most fun product for them and for everybody else.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, that's commendable of you. Like, I really think, like, you know, you should be doing that. So actually, you know what? I'm not going to pat you on the back for that, because, yeah, you should be doing that. Yeah.
Right. It should be a
thing. I mean, no, for sure. No, but yeah, like, obviously you don't want the people who are, like, giving their time to, like, you know, be on your stream to, like, you know, have a bad time. Like, that's...
Right.
Right. Makes sense.
Yeah.
But also, like, overall, like, I still like getting my games in. Like, I'm not like, this isn't my way of saying, hey, Puya, never invite me to a Sunday stream again, because, like, I don't want to play. I'm gassed. Put me in the ring, baby.
Yeah.
I'm ready to murder at all times. Let's go.
Trying to remember what I was gonna ask you about Among Us. In the midst of all, I'm really glad we talked about this though, because I feel like it's something that's been on.
Right.
On
Look at us getting our shit out, getting our bars out. Let's go.
Right. What was I gonna ask you? No, you know what? It's gone. It's fleeting. It's fleeting.
Oh wow. Yeah. That sucks. Oh well. Whatever, man. I think we covered a lot of Among Us talk. Like, should we ask the chat what they think about the Among Us?
You wanna give the chat a little briefcase? You wanna have them
give them their own briefcase.
You know what? It's time for the chat's briefcase. If you have any questions, put them in the chat, and we will pick a couple and talk about them throughout this here stream. Took me a second to say stream.
I'm Howie Mandel giving away briefcases. Is that my second Howie Mandel reference? Who's counting in the chat? Who's counting in the chat? Deal or no deal, baby.
I know you've said it twice. So I definitely know you've done that.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I'm a one-trick pony, Booyah. You know.
Are you though? I feel like that's not you.
I have a lot of speech, like script that I go back to. Like if I'm like in a conversation and I'm like, I don't know what to say, I'll just say, look at us. Or I'll just say, everything is fine.
Yeah.
I'll say, you know, because I'm just like, I don't know. Sometimes there's just no words there, Puya. And that's why like I don't think like I'm a good like podcast person, because like sometimes I just don't have words and I'm just like talking. You know, I feel like people like you and like Jenny and like people like that are on the podcast, like you guys are thoughtful people. I'm always like trying to make a joke, you know, or like I have nothing to say. So I don't, why do I keep going back to this? Like, I hate myself bag. I like, it's like, let's get out of there and do something else. Let's talk about something else.
What's the call? So someone said, will you ever try 3 imposters? So let me clear the air here. On why I've been against doing the 3 imposters thing. we just spent quite a bit of time talking about why some of these games can get a little too intense. We don't want it to get too intense. Last night when we did the no time limit voting in 15 seconds, I could tell everyone was getting frustrated who was getting voted out, myself included. So I was like, oh, this is not good. I've played the 3 imposters thing, and believe me when I say it's literally 1 kill and a triple kill, the game's over. So, and it's very possible to get that done quickly. And it adds more like anxiety to me because now I'm like already nervous and don't want to be in a room with people. Now I don't want to be in a room with 3 people. It's too much. It's too much. So personally, I'm not about it. Yeah. That's just where I'm at with the 3 imposters thing.
Yeah, I just think it's like not. I mean, yeah, I think it's just like for fun thing, I guess. Like I would never like. I just don't know if I would get enjoyment from that because it's like, yeah, the game would be just so quick. It's like you're on the imposters, it's just like an instant win. So it's like I don't know.
Right. And I think like it's like for example, if we're playing soccer, I'll use soccer because like that's a sport that I follow and know proper. So if we're playing soccer and it's like, oh, you don't have cleats but you have regular like athletic shoes, that's fine. I'm okay with that. What I'm not okay with is if we're like deciding, okay, now the walls count as like no boundaries, like there's no outs and you can use your hand. It's like, oh, now we're changing. Now it's no longer soccer. We got to call it something else. So I think that's where I land with it. Ultimately. Okay, so we'll go for the next question. Someone asked about Enneagrams. I don't know mine, so I can't speak on it. I'd have to do it before I can answer it.
Jenny says I'm a 7.
Is that a quick thing to figure out, or would that take too long? Like, what's the case there?
I don't know. I think I did I don't know. I don't remember. I think that just like Jenny knows more about it, and she said this is like. And then like I've read some things that are like, oh yeah, these are some of my motivations, but like I haven't really looked super into it. I just started the podcast with Brian and Chappelle, so I'm still listening through. I don't know for certain what to say about myself in terms of Enneagrams.
Yeah,
but
Jenny's saying that she's not 100 on you being 7, and you need to revisit.
Okay, well,
yeah. So maybe
we'll see.
We'll talk about that on the next month's edition.
Yeah.
We both.
Oh wow, we already got so much stuff for the next month's briefcase.
Yeah,
is it next month's briefcase like an advent calendar where we just?
Well, that's the thing, right? Is that. For the banter debrief to be a success, I think the move is definitely to never have predetermined topics.
Oh, for sure. No.
As far as by predetermined, I don't mean because like obviously we're bringing our own topics to talk about, but like I don't think we expected to talk in depth about some of these things, and then ultimately I didn't know what you were gonna say, you didn't know what I was gonna say. So I think that's the essence of it, is that we don't. So it's not like I'm gonna take the test at some point in the next month, and then maybe we'll talk about it.
Maybe, maybe. Yeah, that's
if one
the
of us
whole
brings
appeal,
it up.
is that it's TBD. It's TBD, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, like, I definitely didn't know what to expect. I didn't know how much preparation I needed to come in with.
It was the perfect amount, I will tell you.
So I did want to bring the receipts thing up. That was the one thing I knew for sure that I was like, okay, this will be funny for 2 seconds. So let's do this. And then I just kind of fell off the rails. I kind of fell off the rails from what I wanted to do. Yeah. But it's fine. We're just experimenting, baby. We're experimenting. It's episode 1. Give me a break.
Yeah. Let's see. Melissa's got any interest in playing other social strategy games like Blood on the Clock Tower? The interest to play other games are there. I don't think that it will anytime soon be replacing the Among Us night, if that makes sense. Like I think the Among Us night is the Among Us night, and if any other games pop up, they would end up being on another stream. Currently, I'm lucky. I was telling Phil this. I'm lucky that this computer can withstand streaming and Among Us at the same time. So I've ordered most of the parts for my new computer, except for like one main element, which I don't have yet because the world has caught fire and there's nothing available. So I got to wait that out. But with the new computer, I have more capability to do many other things. But yeah, I mean, definitely, obviously, it all comes down to would Peeps be into it, and could we make it happen? Could we have the people for it? Then yes, that's where we would be with that. And then let me see if there's any other questions here. We don't have any other questions by the looks of it, Phil.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I don't really know what else to say, Puya. What do you think? Should we have what's our exit strategy? What do you think? What's a good? Do you have like a fun idea that we could how do we close the briefcase?
We can do a quick fire this or that type thing.
Okay,
Where
wait.
it's like, you know,
Okay.
this or this, and you're gonna have to answer real quick.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know if I can come up with the.
I have a list in
off
front
the
of me.
dome. Oh, you have a list. Okay.
Yeah, I just pulled
Okay,
up a list real
poof.
quick. They're not like personal to us, but there are, as I'm scrolling down, there are 75 of them here. I don't think we're gonna go through all of them.
Oh,
Yeah.
is that a challenge? Okay, no. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's wrap it up.
All right. A rich friend or loyal friend?
Loyal friend, baby.
That's right. Football or basketball?
Basketball.
That's right. That's right. Nice car or nice home interior?
Nice home interior.
Yeah.
Is
same.
that weird?
I don't
Okay,
care.
cool.
I don't really care about cars. If a car can get me from point A to point B and it's got AC, like I'm down. I'm fine.
I
Good
want a comfy
gas
couch.
mileage?
I want an island in my kitchen. You know, I want some good shit. Like I want a good living area. This is my Taurus energy, right? Right, honey? Right? Taurus shit.
I mean, obviously, interior wins because that's where I'm spending the majority of my time.
Right,
That's
exactly.
that's
Especially these days, am I right, guys?
Right, seriously. I think this year more than anything, it's like we really appreciate like the inside of our homes more since we're there more
Right.
often now.
Yeah.
Um,
And I just never been a car guy either. So
Mo in the chat says as long as it can get to Quiznos. Yeah, that's definitely a requirement.
wow,
And then
that's
Jenny
good.
says, I love how Phil went from ironically calling me honey to unironically calling me honey.
Yeah, well, that was still an ironic one, by the by. So
All right, we got one from the chat. Cheetos or Cheez-Its?
Cheetos.
Yeah, that's I've recently started liking Cheez-Its and learning about them, but Cheetos still. Cheetos still. Hamburger or taco?
Ooh, wow. I knew as soon as it gets down to the food ones, this is hard. Tacos are so versatile. I feel like, but like a good classic hamburger is like, well, is there cheese on that? I don't know. I don't mind as long as, you know, we got seasoned meat. So I don't know. I'm going tacos actually. I'm going tacos.
Wow, I'm gonna go hamburger.
But ask me on another day, I might say hamburger. But tacos is it like, I don't know.
Let's see. A tablet or computer?
What? Yeah, computer. What?
Yeah. I don't know who the fuck would say tablet. That's just wrong.
Mobility.
Look.
Like
I have this laptop here. I have my US phone. I have my Canadian phone charging right now. You know where my tablet is? It's in this drawer underneath like fucking wires and paper. Like it's not being used. It's just chilling in this drawer.
I don't know.
So
That's a weird one. That's
Yeah.
a weird one. Who made this list?
this makes me miss Which One Wednesdays. That was a good time. It was a good ride.
Oh, what happened? You canceled Which One Wednesdays?
I didn't. So I ended up. So when Big Brother came back and
Right.
podcasting started ramping up, I removed Which One Wednesdays because it ended up. Which One Wednesdays were like the. You remember I was doing this weird schedule where 1 week I was streaming on Mondays, 1 week I was streaming on Wednesdays. It was miscellaneous Mondays, and then Which One Wednesdays.
Right.
So that was like a back and forth. So I was like, Tier List Tuesday's the essence of this podcast. That's one of them that I'm a stream. That's one of them that I'm not willing to get rid of. And the Puya Fridays is Puya Fridays. Like that's not going anywhere either. So those two had to stay. The one that I could sacrifice was Which One Wednesday. And then I was like, at some point it'll come back in some capacity. I still think it could be something that I can have happen like once in a while and have maybe even the same group of people on for it so that we're expanding and learning more about the same people's this or that decisions. So that would be good.
Right.
Yeah.
You're
maybe
gonna
that's
take it
something.
out of the Disney vault and bring it back.
Yeah, it's definitely positive.
That's-
It's on my
that's-
list. I have a list. When I was first going to start this stream, I made a list of all the concepts I wanted to try out on the stream. Different types of shows, different types of formats. So it's still on my list. It's not gone anywhere. So it'll definitely be
Right.
something that could happen. Real quick, Molly in the chat says, are you still uploading the old Tier List Tuesdays VODs? Because I was halfway into the community character one, and I literally watched the series because of the stream. Absolutely, Molly. So Loans put the link in the chat for you. It's youtube.com/puyaism. I have started to speed up uploading more often. I've got the first 9 tier lists on there, and I've got the first 3 Among Us streams on there. I'll try and put them on more and more on there, so they'll all be there eventually, because especially they're taking a lot of spot on my computer. So I'm starting to move them there and then delete them. So definitely keep your eye out for that. It'll happen. All right, Phil. Where were we with these? Pancakes or waffles?
Waffles.
Oh yeah, I remember
I feel like we've had this one.
You and I have talked about this, and I've been very irritated.
Yeah, because you said something about the holes, and you were like, I don't need no fucking holes. I was like,
yeah, because you were like, this is a benefit. I was like, fuck that. Like, I don't. What am I need this all contained in this little cup of like fucking syrup? No, let it drizzle. Who cares? Let it drizzle, and then you can take the pancake.
Honestly, I'm anti, like, I'm not huge on the sweet thing anyway. So it's like, to me, I guess like even, like I would do a savory pancake, and that's probably more exciting to me than a waffle, or like chicken and waffles. That's actually
chicken and waffles does give waffles the edge.
It's the nuts.
If we're talking about the additions. Melissa, yeah, I never put the Friday streams on YouTube. They just don't go there. Those are like if you're live, you're there. It's a late night stream. Let's vibe. Let's hang out. Okay, Liana, Scally, like y'all on the wrong side. I'm not on an island here. There's at least one of you that's with me. Somebody's with me. Someone say pancakes.
Jenny's pancakes.
Yes, Jenny, let's go. Yeah. Boom, boom.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Waffles are correct. Wow, I love the chat. The chat's the best. Waffles all day. Let's go.
I'm not upset about this. I'm not upset.
I mean, I'm not that invested, but I'm invested when people like what my opinion is. So, is that an Enneagram thing? Somebody tell me. I don't know.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know. Card game or board game?
Card game or board game? Card game, I think. I think it's a fun thing to just like have a deck of cards and you can play like 100 different games. Like, I think that's kind of convenient, right? I don't know.
Yeah. I think I'm more card game as well. If we rented out a cabin, let's say, for the weekend, and we go in and there's a deck of cards, there are like 18 things we can do with those deck of cards. Easy.
Right.
If we walk in and there's just the game of life, well, tough shit. That's the only game we can play. There's no other option. The game of life low key sucks. So it's like
high key sucks.
Like, what am I gonna do with that? Oh, you passed it. Oh no, how about you randomly pick a card? Oh, now you're a nose hair clipping barber. So now this is your job. Like, fuck you. Why is that my job? Why can't I get to pick what my job is? Like, yeah, no.
Oh boy.
Yeah, no, definitely not mad about that. Okay. Beer or wine? I feel like I know the answer to you for this one, right? Do I?
Yeah. No, I mean, it's like I like both. But I mean, I'm a BrewDog guy, you know?
Yeah. I was about to say, I feel like your beer, maybe, do I have it wrong? Are you a cider guy?
No. Well, yeah. Well, like Jenny drinks ciders because she can't have beer.
Okay.
That's like her like substitute. So, I mean, I enjoy like I would never buy cider for myself, but like if it's around, I'm drinking. I just squeezed a rubber duck, by the way. I don't know if the mic picked it.
Heard a little bit.
But yeah, like I'm not mad at a cider. Like I said, like I'm not a picky guy. Like I like a lot of things, you know.
Okay, good to know. Yeah. What was that? What was that hand you did?
I don't know, dude.
A sweater or a hoodie?
So. I was doing crew necks for a while, but I mean, I like the hoodie because I like to keep my head warm. I'm more about like, you know, comfort over swag, you know.
I typically I'm like that. I have a couple decent, nice sweaters for you know, if I'm going somewhere where I'm like, you know what, enough of the hoodie. But typically, hoodie is my go-to comfort outfit. Like I if I had one in every color, I'd be so happy. You have no idea. That would be ideal. Mm-hmm. And I look forward to the first time when we get a less than 2 hoodie. That'll be soon.
Wow.
Defo.
Very, very cool.
Yeah. And I'll get you a hat. I'll get you a less than 2 hat, Phil.
For me?
Oh, of course.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's cute.
That's good.
I'm into it.
Did not sound
Into it.
like you like that, but it's okay.
No, I'm
We'll allow
into it. I'm into it. What do you mean, dude? I rep you. I'll rep the lesson too. Come on.
Yeah.
I mean, like at the gym or like like
Yeah. Rocking it at the gym.
when because I always go to the gym, guys.
Of course.
Clearly, yeah.
Sushi or pho?
So, I haven't had a lot of pho. Yeah. I'm very interested, and by I haven't had a lot of pho, I mean I haven't had pho.
Oh, you haven't had pho. Interesting.
No, so I'm from a very like isolated, place in northern British Columbia, and we weren't really dabbling in other cuisines out there. I feel like now that I'm in a more populated area, I could probably get pho, like if I wanted to try it.
I would think so.
I'd have to ask for some recs. But yeah.
Yeah, I enjoy it, but I mean they are very different. Very different because you're essentially deciding one is very much liquid soup based,
one is
the
soup,
other isn't. Yeah. So I like both, but I will say I wake up hankering for sushi at least twice a month. I hanker for pho almost never. Maybe if I'm hella hungover, I'm like, you know what, this'll do the system good.
Yeah. No,
Jenny for sure.
I'm into sushi. Yeah. Wait, what did Jenny say?
Less than 2 beanie/toque, please. You
for
sure. 100%.
That's the dream. Yes.
100%.
Why did you say beanie? Don't conform, Jenny.
It's both. It's both. I feel like so for me, I always thought beanie is the one without the poofy circle thing.
Like what you have.
Yeah.
This is a toque.
That's a toque. That's how I remember.
Okay.
Or that's how I decided to interpret it.
I agree with the logic, but I would refer to both as toque because that's just
right.
It's just my Canadian roots.
And I still refer to both as both. You know what I mean? Like it's like it'll just happen. It depends when. I've said
depends if you're talking
react weird. I'm like, oh, I didn't realize that was a thing that you didn't know about.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I think it's like a fun, like, especially now that I have like American friends. It's like, oh, it's kind of funny to like have these like Canadianisms that are like, they're like, what? What is that? Like, it's kind of fun.
Okay. So, passenger or driver?
Oh, driver. Dude, I hate riding in a car where I'm not in control. Like, it's very like scary to me. Like, I don't know. Like, I think now that I haven't been driving like all the time because my car's in BC, so like I'm here and I'm on my feet all the time. I think I might be more comfortable, but just like even just sitting in the passenger seat of a car and I just knowing that maybe I just like drive with people who are just bad drivers, but like every time there's like an abrupt like break or that freaks me the fuck out. I hate it so much. I need to be in control. And I'm not saying I'm like a great driver. I'm just saying that I need to be behind the wheel, baby.
Yeah, I've not driven in 10 years. And when I drove 10 years ago, that was during driving classes. I never ended up getting my full license. So I've never really driven. And I've never really been like, I need to be behind the wheel of a car. I'm very comfortable riding passenger.
Right, and I think that's probably the difference is that like I've been driving since I was like 16,
right?
And and it's like I think that I'm so comfortable with my own judgment and like you know what I mean, like that like when I have that change, it's like very weird and very jarring.
Yeah, no, I feel you on that. All right, we'll do one last one before we call it a night here, and I want to make sure it's a good one. I don't want it to be a quick answer.
Okay. Right.
Do you have one?
I mean, I really could have been thinking of one this entire time, and I wasn't.
That's fine.
So
it's completely
let's
fine.
Let's go with. I mean, this is easy, but I feel like
give it to me. If it's easy, we'll do another one.
All right, check me out. Riveting. Is it cat or dog? Is it cat or dog?
I mean, Phil.
I knew that already.
I feel like if a cat had some dog tendencies, that's my perfect Venn diagram. But it's cat. It's cat. If cats were a little bit more loving, it would be super cat. But it's like 95-5 cat for me, hands down.
Right.
they're just chill, man. I feel like I relate more to cats than I do to dogs because they're sleeping a lot. They're just lazing about. They do, they eat, then they do their own thing, and then when they want to hang out, they come hang out. And like that's the vibe I get. That's the vibe I give off. So
Right. So before I had moved here, I had not lived with a pet ever.
okay, yeah. I hadn't
Um,
until I moved to Canada as well.
So right now I'm skewing cat. It's all I know, but I'm skewing cat, and I think for the same reasons as that, like, okay, and let's be clear, Jenny's cat, Scarlet, she's a lot. She's a lot, but I am like growing, like I'm growing love for this cat. I think like it's like I'm uncomfortable talking about it, but it's like, like I've always been very anti, like I don't like what's the point? Like what's the point? Of
Right.
having just a cat or like because I've never had it, and like to me, every time I would go to somebody's house and they have like pets, and it'd be like, this is a terrible environment. I hate like the cat hair and shit. Like it's like weird to me. And then you live with a cat, and sometimes like Scarlett's a little shit, but like also she's so adorable. Like like there's just like moments where she's like, and she knows it too, where she's just like what, she's got her paws up like this, and she's just looking at it, and she's like what, like I'm cute as hell.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh damn it, she really is, and it's like it's really frustrating. Like, but yeah, I'm cat. Like I think dogs they're too much work. I feel like dogs are so much work. You gotta. Well, I mean, I guess you get exercise that way if you gotta go walking.
Right. Like the pros are
I don't know,
you
plus-
have to lead a more active lifestyle. Dogs
Right.
require more attention, so that it forces you to like do more. But also like what if I don't want to? What if it's really cold?
Right.
And, we've lived in Canada for how long? It's like, what if it's really cold and I'm not trying to go out at 2 a.m. to walk my dog? Like, how about I don't want to do that? So with a cat, at least I'm like, yo, you do your business. I'll clean up after you, but you do you, and then I'll do it when I want to do it. Like, I feel like that's the better, convenient arrangement for me. And
Yeah, but
I feel like I don't know. I feel like dogs smell more than cats smell. Probably.
facts. Yeah, that's definitely true.
Yeah.
Like there's a wet dog smell. There's no wet cat smell. So
Right.
that should
And,
tell you
like,
everything.
I feel like I've been to people's houses where I'm like, oh, I can definitely tell they have a dog. I've not. If you didn't tell me someone had a cat, maybe the cat hair would be the giveaway. And cat hair might be like the worst thing to come out of it, but also it depends on the cat. It depends on like. I feel like with these two cats, it's not really a problem. Winston, however, all my clothes were covered in white hair, all of them, and it was very hard to get rid of it.
That's not my favorite thing, but like I'm starting to understand as an older man now that the love of a pet is it's unfuckwittable, Puya.
Yeah.
It's just like it's very weird for me because like I don't know, I just never had it. So,
So
it's
this
like,
was the Scarlett's the first pet you've ever had.
So I did like I had a cat very briefly. Unfortunately,
Uh-oh.
yeah. So I had a cat very briefly.
Mm.
It had like digestive problems and died very young, and it was very sad. But also it's just like a distant memory at this point. Where, R.I.P. to Snowball the cat, orange cat.
Oh man, my dream is to have an orange cat. The next
The
cat
troll.
has to be orange. I need that.
I've been a troll since a youngin. Like, Mom, this cat is Snowball.
Yeah,
So, and she's
you're
like,
funny.
what are you doing? And she's like, nah, that's it. I named the cat, and it's funny. It's a joke.
Yeah. I first pet I owned was a chick, like a baby chicken.
Like a baby chicken.
Yeah.
Very
so
cool.
here's what happened. Boom. So it was first
Boom.
grade. I used to go to Iranian school. So first grade of Iranian school, when we're learning the alphabet, whatever was corresponding with that letter of the alphabet, our school like did something for, like our class did something for that. So like when we got to the Farsi equivalent for bread, the letter that started the word bread, we baked our own bread, and so on. There was like different projects we did. Then when we got to the one that for some reason they picked the chick, It was the j pronunciation, and the
Okay.
word juje is baby chicken. And I guess that was one of the easier words for the alphabet or whatever. They gave us a baby chick each, and they
That's
had
so
like
much responsibility.
yeah, they had they were like, I guess they had dyed the hair on them or something. I had a purple one, okay? So they gave me one. I'm terrified. And I have to take this fucking thing home with me. So I'm sitting in the school bus holding this chicken like this, far away from me, because I can see it, like, you know, doing its thing and like pecking around. And I'm like, why the fuck do I have a baby chick? This is traumatizing. So then I brought her home, and I was like, all right, Mom, so we have this chick now. And I don't remember, obviously I'm like, what, grade 1, so like, what, 6, 7 years old? But like, I don't remember what my mom's reaction was. I should ask her when I talk to her tomorrow. I'm like, hey, was that weird that happened? Like, why did we have this? Like, like, who said, when you went to sign up to the school, did they say, do you consent to having, like, you know, farm animals at your disposal at some moment? And we said yes. Like, I don't know how that happened. So we had this baby chick, and we had someone who helped us, like a housekeeper that helped us, and she helped keep this chick alive and everything. And like, you know, we had like a little pen for it, and it ate lettuce, and it was a whole thing. And then at one point, my sister, who was 3 years younger than me, was playing with this chick, and like kind of yeeted her stuffed bear at this chick, and the chick broke one of its legs. So that was traumatizing as well. Obviously, the chick survived that, so that was good. And then, but at some point, it stopped being a chick, okay? It stopped being a chick. It was becoming a fucking chicken. And it's like, well, we're not going to have a chicken in our house. So we ended up giving it to somebody who knew somebody who gave it to somebody who, I'm assuming, took the chick. And, I mean, I'm 28 now, probably ate the chicken. Like, let's be real. I don't know what happened to this chicken.
What?
I don't know. Like, they kept the chicken as a pet. I don't know what happened to it.
I'm voting Puya. This story is sauce. There's no way this story is real.
Bro,
What are you talking
it's
about?
real. It's full on
What?
real. It's full on real. I don't know what happened to that chicken though.
I'm I don't. What? That doesn't make any sense to me.
Every student in this class took a chick home. Every student.
What? And you just raised it. Like, was
What
it
are we gonna
for
do?
a
Just like,
grade?
okay, this was
But
fun.
like,
Take it back. Like,
you don't just like you don't just give it back. Like, did you get a grade for raising this chick? Like, this is
No.
like a home ec. This is like a home ec project where you take the bag of flour home.
yeah,
Not a bag of flour. It's a chick.
yeah. It's a full on chick. I don't even. I mean, obviously, like, whoa, it's a couple weeks in. It was a chick with, was it yellow? It was yellow. I think it was yellow.
Right. As chicks are.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, after all this, I would still eat a Popeye's chicken sandwich tonight. Like, I don't
Yo,
know about you.
You just that's not a lie. Like, that's canon. I'm getting that like right
That's
after
happening.
this.
Yeah,
So
good. I was like, I hope I didn't ruin this night for him. It's a momentous night. It needs to happen.
no. This is great. This is great, and I'm so glad that I was able to have this conversation, and now I'm getting a chicken sandwich out of it.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, I don't think I would have gotten one if I didn't. I should like probably I have taken out chicken breasts to cook for dinner, but I'm going to get a chicken sandwich instead.
I love that. But I think this is the perfect place to you know, wrap up the night at this point.
All right,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, you know, we got a lot out. A lot happened over the last 2.5 hours. Is it 2.5? Almost 2.5. Eh?
Almost 2.5, 2:15, yeah.
Yeah. A lot of feelings.
Mhm.
A lot of weird. I'm gonna clean it up for next month.
Nah.
No weird tangents about, you know. This is why I'm much more comfortable in terms of like a creative project where I can like do it in a corner by myself and then show you the finished product. You know what I mean? I think that's part of the reason like the live stream is like very jarring for me, because like I will sit in the lab and like write a wand off, and then I come out and like, hey, this is kind of good, right? This is okay. But like I don't want people to see how the chicken's made, or how the what is it? How the wait? What's
Sausage.
sausage? how the sausage is made. I don't want people to see it because look at what happens, Puya. Do you see? I'm frantic. I'm frantic.
No, man, this was literally, I think that's why I think this was a success because this is kind of the essence of what I wanted this to be, where we kind of come in. Like, I pulled up a seat. I did get a little bit worried for myself because I was trying to figure out my monitor mount came in today, so I was trying to, like, attach that. So I pulled up a seat to sit down at, like, 5:15. Be like, okay, we're doing this, so we need to, I'm not in the mindset. But I thought this was perfect. I thought this was absolutely perfect. We talked about topics. We got real. We got goofy. People learned a little bit more about us than they probably thought they would.
Or
And
wanted to know. Yeah, for
I thought
sure.
this was perfect.
No, honestly, you know that like every time I'm on the stream, I'm having a blast. It's a fun time. You make things easy. You make things fun. I love you so much.
Thank you. Love you too, bro.
You honestly. I wish I could say more nice things about you, but like, you know, I don't want to like that's soft, bro. Like, am I soft?
Classic 7.
Classic 7.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe I have no idea.
So afraid, all the time. But no, this is always fun. And like honestly, like the hot, like when I say like I feel like you've been streaming forever, it's like it's real because like you're such a pro. Look at you go. You're really killing it. I'm happy to be here. Always happy to be here. I'm so happy that this is a thing, and hopefully we make it to December. And you get to see what's in the briefcase, baby. Let's see if we get canceled on after the first episode.
See what the reviews are like. If you want to tell us what you thought about this, I can see the less than twos in chat. I appreciate that. If you want to tell us a little bit more, our Twitter handles are up here on the screen, so you can see those.
Taking your word for it.
The hashtag is down here on the screen as well. Use whichever one you want to do. And it's not going to be like an exact month. It'll be at some point in December. Could be December 1st. Probably won't be, but could be. What I'm saying. We'll figure it out behind the scenes, and we'll be back talking more nonsense with you then. But until next time, the briefcase is shut. The lock combination is scrambled, and we'll undo all that and unlock that briefcase next month. Take care till then. Stay hydrated, and remember, feelings are okay, and they're good.